right. I think I'm live. Alright. I'm gonna quickly exit out of Twitch. Actually, wait. Watch it out. See if I'm recording right. Yep, there's me. Watch it out. See if I'm recording right. Yep, there's me. Need to screw with audio. Hold on. There we go. Mic audio should be good. There we go. Mic audio should be good. Oh boy. That's interesting. There we go. Mic audio should be good. Oh boy. That's interesting. There we go. Mic audio should be good. Oh boy. That's interesting. Alright, there we go. I just realized, you guys, there was a big problem there. I had forgotten that I was wondering why there was a repeat on the sound coming back. And the reason why for that is because, well, let's just say that Twitch audio was still on, so it was repeating from my computer back, so my computer was rehearing that. Oh wait, I'm on just starting soon, but we're actually in the chat. Oh wait, here we go. Transition. You guys might not see a difference, but there's a difference. I have now sound alerts. Don't know if they actually work. Hold on. There seems to be none. Well, crap. Hold on. Twitch, why do you have to stink? Why do you have to do this to me? It's not like I did anything to you. Alright, panel overlay 1, part 1, component, set as component 1. I don't know what it's gonna do. You need to manage permission. Alright, maybe that's why. There you go. Alright. Now, on chat. Trying to reconfigure this thing because I just realized that it's not working right. Thought it would, but permissions. Yeah. Alright, my extensions. No. Alright, component 1. Let's see. Alright. So, chat. Oh, hey, that's where chat is. Okay. So chat's right above where that's probably where under where chat is or where you guys are. I should have probably I probably should put my guy there. That's probably where that's supposed to be in this where my avatar is right now. I should have probably put something entertaining right here. Oh well. What you can do? Chat.
Hey, Warren,
Can I do nothing?
Pizza, right?
You're recording and everyone heard you, right?
Just saying.
Yes, I heard. Pizza.
Gonna eat it? He said no. He said no.
Yeah, could you wait? I'm doing something here. Damn it. Need mods. Ow. Alright guys, so I'm gonna actually get to you guys on the live scene. Here we go, this is my live scene. Now, some of you might be asking, okay, Blood Token, what's going on here? And why is there nothing playing? Let me get to that. So first, I gotta lock some stuff before I start screwing around, because I've actually accidentally moved some crap before to the point where it was not fun. It kind of angered me to the point where I actually almost lost it. For those who are coming from Nutcase's stream, hello, hi, I'm Blood Token. I'm the freak here. Yes. Why? Because I play stupid games. Now, we're gonna go for Windows Capture. Let's see. Twitch, Discord. Where's, Oh, no, that's... Oh, I'll have to go to the display, wouldn't I? Yeah. Alright. You guys are about to see something that, yeah, you guys are gonna see how my setup is. 3, 2, 1, and hit. Now, what I'm going to do, guys, is transition, because I have a preview of it. You're going to think it's weird. Now, also, there you guys go. Twitch, this may or may not be how Nutcase also does it, but I'm doing it off of a gaming PC, laptop, I mean. He's probably actually has a PC that probably has like 2 monitors or something, so he could see chat and do this, which is what the smart decision is. But me being me and being a moron, nope. I'm doing this. Also, gaming PC. Best money can afford when you're trying to save. Anyway, let's say... Oh yeah, audio quality. Some of you probably have noticed that the mic sounds a little weird. Might actually sound a little bit better. That's because I'm using straight off of my PC. So let me get desktop audio actually, see if there's anything that possibly comes there. Anyway, yeah, I'm using my PC's or my laptop's mic essentially for all this work. And see if I got anyone in chat. I don't think I know Nutcase said he was gonna probably stop by or something. I don't know. I know he ended his stream. I'm gonna see if... Let's see. Sound effects. Didn't work. Alright, let's try this one. I just hit the fart sound effects. Let's see if that works. Oh, you guys are still capturing what I'm seeing. Oh, shoot. We're gonna go back to this. I forgot. Shoot. Now you know my secret. You know the Twitch secret. Shoot. I'm a moron. Don't do that. I need to keep you guys on here. Actually, hold on. We're gonna switch this from. But there, now you guys can't see. Shoot. All right. Call of Duty, or I'm gonna open a window. Actually, what window can I open for you guys? That won't screw me over. Actually, you know what? Since this is a stream, I'm gonna give a shout out. Actually, I'm gonna open up this. We're gonna go. Quickly looking at something here, guys. Oh, wait. You guys still seeing what I'm seeing? Nope. Oh. I think you guys are stuck on seeing what I was originally seeing. Yeah, so I have to hit transition every time I want you guys to see what I'm seeing. Alright. Where is it? So this is interesting. I will check this one out later, but we're gonna go to YouTube. That's right, we're gonna do a live reaction. I'm actually gonna be reacting because it's fun to react, isn't it, kids? Yes, it is, sir. I knew it. I knew you guys were freaks. All right. I got a lot of crap running, so we're gonna. Twitch, you're done. Twitch, you're done. Ink. Do that. We're gonna kill Twitch. Everyone, we killed Twitch. Don't worry. It's okay to do that. It's okay to kill Twitch. Alright. I'm gonna capture priorities. YouTube. There we go. Yay, YouTube. I'm going to have mouse capture on so you guys can see. Alright. Hold on. YouTube. Oh yeah, that's right. I have it off now. Alright, there you go. And transition. Alright. Actually, I'm going to minimize my screen. There we go. Put myself on top right corner. Actually... should I put myself bottom left? Oh, yeah. You know what? I don't need to see all that extra crap. I already know about my scenes. I already know about that. So, I don't need to change. Alright, here we go. So, yes. These are people I watch. Hey, wait. Chat, we're gonna have to block your eyes for a second just to make sure nothing weird happened on my history. Because I do have auto YouTube running sometimes. And, okay. Oh, I regret on that one. Oh, I regret. That was an accidental one. Because I laughed at that one. That one I knew. No. Oh, it's the person. I'm also going to do a video on it, but that's... wait. What was this one? Oh, no, that's... Okay. He changed his picture, so I wonder why... No wonder why I was confused. Where is he? Don't worry, chat. It's A-okay. Everything's A-okay. Hello, Fluffy. Everything's A-okay. Yeah. Everything's A-okay, chat. Oh, I just have to find the right video. Jeez, I've been watching a lot of crap. Where is he? Where is he? Where is he? Where is the YouTuber? Where is the YouTuber? Where's the video? Where's the video? Video. Where we look? Jeez, just in a couple days I've watched a little too much of YouTube videos. Even while sleeping. Don't like it one bit. Can't find... Hold on, guys. Let's see if I put it in watch later. No, I did not. I did not do it. Oh, at least YouTube finally had an organization of all the YouTubers I watch. Let's see, where is he? He should be in not T's or the S's, but okay. Now this is where they put it back to. Oh wait, these are probably ones are off. Okay. Down no. J, no. L. Where is the person? Gosh darn it! Where is he? You can't find him. Yeah, give him a follow. How to drink, yes, I like you. And I probably would have to go and look. Let's see if I can find him in liked videos. First, affects you. Did it? How I fix this? Yeah. I have permanent YouTube channels on. We're going down. Alright, there we go. Show less. Come on, chat. Yes, I know that it's... here he is! He was in the V section, but I don't know if I'm subscribed or not. Nope. I am not. Wait. Yeah, but because I don't... Oh, no, I'm not. That's right. Okay. Okay, Jet, you're about to see who...
Stream 85 plus live channels.
That's probably duplicating. Hold on. Because that's going to pick it up. Window, alright. Wait. You guys already see. You already see everything. No! Bad! What happened? Did I already hit transition? Hey, guys, you saw nothing, right? Right? Good. You saw nothing. I'll be right back. I'm going to actually get my real recording headset from this. Ow. And I'm going to grab a drink. And because of that... Yes, I'm sitting on my bed. Nope. Here we go. I'll be right back. Intermission, guys. Yeah, confound it. Stupid foot. Need a robotic one. Give myself robotic legs. Make them work better. Yeah, robotic legs. I love that. That'd be a smart idea. I want robotic legs too. Ow. I be a robot, I be a robot, I be a little robot. I be a robot.
I don't see bacon, but on the box it says bacon cheeseburger something.
Cheese Mountain,
Oh yeah, cheese mountain.
bacon, cheese mountain, cheese.
Yeah.
It's good.
I don't taste it.
Nope. Mike. Done. Properties.
There we go. Now we're back to the headset. And ow. Now I'm gonna show you guys who I was talking about. Ba ba da ba. Meet the one that me and Nutcase like, or the one who showed us everything. I promised him a video, or I told him I was gonna make a video. So I'm gonna do I got the stream on, but I'm also probably gonna do a video. Now, ow. What's that say? What? Hold on. To draw off. Oh wait. That's right. You guys. Okay, I'm sorry. It's because of my screen when I minimized it. The fact that I was looking at it and was like, what's in that corner? What's on my corner? Is there something important on my corner? Someone's touching my corner. Who is touching my corner? Yeah, I realized it was words. Words be touching my corner. I don't like it. Somebody get those words away. They're inside my space, and I don't like it. Not one bit. Mr. Potter, you are detentioned. Right?
Off each of the first 3 months.
Every Wednesday, I also stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So,
Oop.
PNG tuber, a PNG VTuber, and a reactive image VTuber. All these.
Now, the one that we are doing is essentially a PNG reactive VTuber. I believe. Because essentially we are just talking with sound. It's reactive. I'm not doing much, but I'm going to test my audio.
These are the exact same, but sometimes people look for them underneath different names. PNG tubing has been getting more popular. In fact, many top streamers like CDogVA, Iron Mouse, Maury Calliope have been doing it in their particular streams. In fact, being a PNG tuber actually saves you 10 to 20% in CPU resources because programs like Luppet and VC Face don't actually have to be used. So if you have a potato of a PC, you
Wait, what? Hold on, I have to rehear that.
Iron Mouse, Maury Calliope have been doing it in their particular streams. In fact, being a PNG tuber actually saves you 10 to 20% in CPU resources because programs like Luppet and VC Face don't actually have to be used. So if you have a potato of a PC, you can actually use this for your streams. If you like today's video, make sure you like and subscribe. That does help me greatly in the algorithm. I also upload on this YouTube channel every Wednesday. I also stream on Twitch every Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
So as you guys are hearing, yes, this is the video that now I realize what the reactive YouTubers are, and essentially it is the wife. I wouldn't actually wait. Would it be? Yeah, it's essentially it's the VTubers you see who are anime, who are moving, talking, friggin'. What best example? And the one he already said in Maury Calliope, and also Iron Mouse. The one I want to write because she's hilarious. I love the person and the character. It is funny. One shout out to where's her thing? Chibidoki, that's who I want to say. Chibidoki, shout out to her because literally, if you watch any of her clips, she, because of her new model that she ended up getting a new model that can turn, and she in one clip it was Alien Isolation, I know that, where it was her asking chat, did you think before you spoke? No, or typed in, it's like, no, you didn't. And the problem with that is that chat uses sound as well. They use the sound effects app or extension on Twitch, and because of that, they she has it active, but essentially they've done fart so many times to her. Feel bad for. I understand that some VTubers become idols, some don't. I honestly just like, for me, it's treat people with respect when they're streaming because they put a lot of fucking work to it, and you have no idea how hard it is. Unless if you're a freaking tech whiz and you went to college for this crap or did high school and did computers for it, good for you. Kudos to you. None of us did. Now, anyway, so yeah, this guy, I'm done. I went on a little rant because I feel bad for streamers who get bullied like that. It's like, I let you guys do this for fun. Now you're just being insulting. And another one that is insulting is where you can the effect of throwing items, or like people donate bits to throw an item at you, and it can be randomized. Snuffy has it. She laughs about it. I don't think she's had interrupt her stream. I'm not sure. Doki, like I said, Chibidoki, she loses it a bit. Now this guy right here, yo, VTuber Senpai. God, that's weird to say. Again, kudos for the video, man, and I'll even show. Where is it? Where is it? Aha! Here you go. Thank you for the vid, for this vid. Then he goes, "You're welcome." And here is, "It's okay if I show your channel in a vid, because last night." Now this, again, this was 2 days ago. Wow, it was 2 days ago. I thought it was yesterday. Shoot, I'm behind schedule. I didn't have my audio, so I'm redoing, and I just have one. Okay. Now the video in question, I'm gonna give audio for this one because I can finally. Derp. So we're actually gonna look at some of my videos, guys. Now the video in question that I talked about was this one right here. Yeah, you don't hear nothing? Yeah, here's why, guys. You don't hear nothing. You don't hear jack. It's because this is what I was talking about. My audio got so screwed because I thought, it's clicked the headset. It's clicked to this. No, the mic. Or I even thought it was connected to Discord, like my PC was getting Discord audio. Nah, ain't not that, bro. It not that. So, I was explaining. Yeah, around here I was explaining my setup, and then, or no, I was just explaining my introduction, my model, and then here's what I showed you guys the last time. Now, there is new stuff that's been added. This is old crap. You can tell that some of my stuff is gone now. Above my box, you'll see that the subscribe, money, donations, and followers is gone. It's because I already have one under me, under my camera, for this current situation. Actually, here, let me pull up my OBS. Yes, this current situation. So right under me, guys, right under my fat boots, the fat boots of a Spartan, mind you, I have my little chat box and all, or not my little chat box, all the little boxes. Now, I believe it did record audio from my PC, like it does when we were watching that video, or when my Twitch happened. Okay, and then here we go. Oh, oh, I didn't realize Honey was there. I don't know how she ended up on my recommendations. That's weird, right? Yeah, I know, right, chat? So,
This makes us trippy looking.
yeah. So in that case,
There we
here
go.
you go. I'm
Let's
showing
see.
off your stream, and please
Important
don't
people who don't
freaking
have masks.
Twitch
Have a
don't
mask,
DMC
pay your
me
Yep.
or don't file
Mask.
a lawsuit against me.
mask.
In that case,
Hello?
you me or
I've heard you have to make
I'm just trying to show off
reservations before
the
Mon
time
years
you
in advance.
talked on Chibi's stream.
Yep,
Or
you
when
have
you
to
guys
book for a restaurant, you have to book a year in advance. That's dumb. Oh, hello.
when you guys did
Hello.
How may I be of service, sir?
streaming for
Do you have any work that needs to be done? Or
streaming for
No, not from the light.
I was trying to think. Fallout 76. There we go. When you and Chibi did that, that's where I was trying to find it. And here's his low chat.
The hell is that? Yeah.
huh?
Alrighty, I'm at the radio thingy. I'm gonna be making the actually, Reese one.
Ooh, another one. Yeah.
Another one. Hey, you here for your eye doctor appointment?
The
That's
fuck?
definitely something that I would think about doing.
But-
DJ!
Ryan, do you know your neighbor down the road is literally a giant glass tower?
What?
Okay, so this is I just realized. Yeah, this is the short. This was the. Okay, so guys, real quick, this was the video. It was the fact of. Okay, so September 20th, 5 days ago from this, I thought I. Not gonna lie, I thought it was only yesterday. That. As I'm getting older, I don't like that my memory gapped like that. Like it was just like, I have the weekend, time to do. That was just to give you guys an idea. The 20th, I believe, was my work day, and I had just gotten off work that day, and I was bored as. I wasn't that happy. Wait, was it? Yeah, That was a Monday. Oh gosh. Hold on. So, me recording, it was 5. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, it was Wednesday. No wonder why my mind blanked out. So I'm at work. Just to give you guys what my work is like. I work as a dishwasher. I get paid good. Problem is I wake up 6:30 in the morning to pack and ship stuff to other places. Problem is that when I'm working, I like to blank my memory out unless if I'm having fun on that day, then I don't blank my mind out. But oh my gosh, last week specifically, I blocked out I blocked out Thursday, Friday. Weekend went by fast. I blocked out the 20th, when I recorded this, so didn't remember any of that. So here's the thing, guys. I can specifically tell you what I did yesterday. I hurt my throat. That's it. Because I remember I yelled at my dishwasher for having an item get dumped out and clogging the machine. That was it. After that, what did I do? 21st. Oh no, yesterday hurt my throat. Tuesday, Tuesday I don't even remember. I forget what I did on that day. I think I just listened to music while I was working. But I do that every week, every day. So, yeah, I have no idea what happened. My mind is freaking blanking. That's why, Chad, do not do what I do unless if you do not care that your mind blanks out to the point where you're like, what did I do that day? Did I do anything? I don't know. Maybe I slept. Maybe I drank a beer or two. Maybe I had scotch. Or maybe the best one, because I am Russian. It is okay. I'm allowed to do this. Drink vodka. It is good for you. Also, keto people. If you are on keto, you could drink the vodka. It is okay. Just don't drink too much or you vomit or get sick. There's also probably a chance of poisoning if you drink a lot of vodka. So don't do it, please. Trust the Russian. So, and for all those who are about to be like, oh, that American just insulted Russians. First off, I have faith. Now, of course, on my dad's side, they came. Someone came from Russia to Canada. Now that doesn't mean I'm Canadian, because they could have just stayed there for a second and then moved right to the U.S. But I like to call myself this: the Russian Canadian German Irish, or in this case, communism, bacon, maple bacon. I'm not even going. Never mind. I'm not even gonna go for the rest because actually, people have called me World War II German, and I'm just like, is as an insult. All right, you found out I'm German. How about if I told you, if I had known I was Irish and went out with that, I'd be okay with the stupid potato and the freaking beer jokes, because I was like, oh yeah, and I drink it under tea. You what? Oh wait, that's Scottish. I went to my Scottish. I love a beer. Oh, top of the morning to you. There we go. I got very Irish in me now. Is that how you do it? Oh wait, I just realized. Nutcase is Northern Ireland. Oh shoot. Well, time to go back to the alimony. Anyway, I'm just having fun. Because honestly, this is kind of the setup I want to have. This is what I want to do. Let's have fun. Anyway, going back to the video, we can click
We're
it.
about to hit the anniversary of this game. I think 3
That's
years?
Chibi Robo, if you guys don't know
Year
him.
anniversary in November. We have some pay-to-win stuff in there, obviously, and camp stuff. But they could definitely be like, if you play... up, it's like a scene of like him falling in like GTA or something.
Oh yeah.
Hey,
Falling from the
knocked
sky.
Yeah, in this video, I'm explaining
Ball
where
scared
the
shit
frick
out of me.
is
I
it
thought
that
that
I
was
was
supposed to
talking
be my
to him.
cat.
Shotguns
This
do
is not-
damage.
I'm not gonna
Shotguns.
So what else did it? So let's see.
Many
new people like
Alright, so here you go.
No rum.
Oh yeah, and then we went. Oh yeah, that's right. And then I went to Chibi's YouTube channel or Twitch video, or Twitch channel. Chibi, I know you're streaming right now. Please Do not kill me, man. Also, I almost freaked out, guys, because I see my Spartan. I almost flipped because I'm like, my Spartan's not talking, because that was happening earlier. Realize that that's my it's because he's paused, and it's a video. I'm a dumb mother. I swear. Anyway, so yeah, this was, and you guys can even see the Twitch. That's the Twitch app for the PC for Windows. So yeah, this is what you're seeing for my. I wish it would kind of hide that top bar, but that's meant for like if you need to refresh the whole entire stream thing because it's not working or something. So understand it's completely understandable. Itch. So also that my little here I will show it. My little transition that just happened. That's actually because I used. Now I don't want to say anything bad because these people gave me this stuff essentially because I was able to get it for free. Thank you, Owned. You're not sponsoring me. I can't be sponsored because I'm not affiliated with Twitch. I'm not a full-time Twitch streamer. I don't have a lot of viewers. Nor do I have a lot of followers. Nor can I do this 8 hours a day. For 7 weeks a day. I don't know. Anyway, um, but shout out to because they were the ones that I went and took this one from, and I forgot the original name, but essentially just look for a black and red one that has these cool. I'm gonna do it again. Transition of and then whoop, open like that. It's gonna sound weird when I export this video to. Oh yeah, that's right. I could export my video to YouTube, which is what I did with my. Oh no. We're gonna. Huh. Yep, there it is. There's the video, guys. So yeah, you guys can obviously. I did do a Halo Infinite. As part of the beta test. So because no one really watched it. Which one should I do? Which one should? Oh, give a little context to this one. Okay, now you guys see now what you guys are seeing here. And just to give you guys a little reference point of what you're seeing right here, this is actually my other layout. And this one goes to who was what is it? Hold on, I have it on my Gamecast. So Gamecast is what I have set. So this video is actually recorded from my Gamecaster. So yes, I have Gamecaster. I will use Gamecaster for like stuff that OBS can't really do. Because I do want to see Twitch. I do want to see you guys talk to me. And this is actually what I see on my screen too when I'm doing stuff like this. Like this is not just like OBS where your screen is minimized or you need a second screen. It's right here for you. And I do have Spotify for hooked up to it, so it does automatically show you the song that's playing. And I believe it does the same for it does the same for Twitch. Because this Gamecaster does link to Twitch and YouTube, and I believe this was recorded. I had set I had set Gamecaster to record. So yeah, you're gonna watch this. Full screen. And also, this was at night when I played with one of my buddies. Popped him right in the head. Yeah, this is also on my PC. Man, that looks so good. I'm actually gonna re-download. I'm actually gonna re-download my my Halo MCC thanks to nutcase because I saw his video on it or him playing it. So now again, like I said, there's no audio because I had my so essentially I had turned off all audio. Problem is at the end, like near the end, at some point, I'm talking to my buddy in party right now, and I thought I had his audio included. You're only gonna hear me at one point whisper, and it's gonna be creepy. And the reason why I say that is because, again, family was sleeping like at 1 in the morning, and I had to be quiet as crap. So, pop him right in the head. Yeah, no, I don't know. The only thing I'm gonna say is if Nutcase ever sees my Twitch, this is gonna be the last video the first video he sees that plays. Thank goodness, because I don't want, honestly, I just don't want him to see my other streams. Because if he sees the other ones, he's going to see me in Alien Isolation scream. Oh my god. And I just remembered I can do that for you, chat. Oh, shoot. Well, I know what I'm showing you guys next after this one. So, I'm trying to hear him too. Sound hoarding because my wireless Xbox One to Windows 10 level 50 headset. Um, don't know the brand, but essentially, um, yeah, essentially I was trying to hear where this dude was at. I had no music playing at the time, so that's why you see song title and artist name. And then that's when he shoots me. It's because I was checking audio to see if I was recording his and mine. I think I talk here. No. We're gonna skip it a little bit. Do this whole thing. So right now, oh, there's a scoreboards on the bottom. I keep forgetting it's on the bottom right. Yeah, I've been winning. He's been getting screwed over. And also, I'm the leader, so I got host advantage. Dang, video had to buff. Oh, the YouTube had to buffer it. So yeah, I had 9 kills. That's a low lag. Yeah, my video was lagging there. Got it. Nutcase. I think Nutcase. Maybe that's why Nutcase named himself Nutcase. Maybe he got the Nutcase medal in Halo. Shot someone right in the woo while they were sprinting. So yeah, on the bottom of the screen, recent subscribers, you could see who subscribed to my channel, and I had no idea. So shout out to these people: Jared Atkinson, who's next? Supermanta69, my buddy, who I know. DJ Strix, thank you. Warwick Gaming Channel, thank you again. I might have subbed to them. Ghost Soldier 2112, thank you as well. I know it's not gonna do much.
Wow, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize. I wonder how long you've been part of my stream. Because this is also picking up audio from party, I think.
Oh god, that's so great. That's sad. That hurts me, guys. And and what I mean by veteran versus old is I'm a veteran at Halo because I stopped for a bit, but I still kept going. My buddy Kevin 3296 stopped playing Halo, and I believe he stopped at Halo 3 or Halo Reach. So that means he has never played Halo on the Xbox One. More on the side, hey, I'm gonna play with you. I'm like, you're dead. You're freaking dead. So that's why it's called Veteran versus Old. The system sounds, it was picking up 60 frames per second. Nice. Okay, it's not my fault that I remember it by my brain. Oh god. Memory. I remember it by oh my remember by memory. Memory. Why do I keep saying memory? What the remember by memory. There we go. Gosh, that is a tongue turner and I hate it. No, it's called tongue twister. I'm calling tongue turner. Shut up. Anyway. Yeah, I now remember. Reason why you guys saw me zoom out is, yeah, this was, so our match was not live. And what I mean by it was recorded, I mean I had double recorded. I had to go back, so I thought how cool it was. So I was like, oh, I should have streamed it. You know what? That's gonna make a YouTube video. So I went back into theater mode and went off of that recording, and that's why you saw at the beginning of the video. God. That's why in the beginning here you see the timer, you see blood token, and then you see me go in third person, and then hit my buddy. Because right here I'm trying to actually get it so that I can go first person, and then shut off. Yeah, I was trying to shut off the timer and this. So there you guys go. That was that. Again, sorry for the creepy. I'm sorry, I forgot I was recording. That stuff is freaky. Let's see. What's another one? Oh, this is my exotic. An exotic I got from Division. I'm only doing my old video. So real quick on this one, on why this one looks better, and it's because it's actually a 5-minute game clip that 4:59. Essentially, this is a 5-minute game clip that I grabbed straight from Xbox. So a lot of the ones where I don't talk, there's nothing on screen except gameplay. Those are game clips, and I have a ton of those. Obviously, if you guys see like fireworks ones for 4th of July and all that, or see like a phone or weird audio that looks real and looks crappy, it's because it was from my iPod and my phone. Because at one point I was using my iPod to record videos, and one of them was Far Cry. Now I don't know if I will redo the Far Cry series at all, because Far Cry 3, that one I played too much of, so I kind of know that it's because I love going against Voss. I love preparing to fight Voss. And spoilers, but this game's been out for years. The problem with that is, even though I've seen it, I've played it multiple times, I know how it goes, I still want to fight Voss. I still prepare for him. And I prepare for taking over every outpost possible. I use the stealth sniper route. Now, if all of a sudden all heck breaks loose, I essentially go from sniper to a silenced assault rifle or any automatic, depending on depending on what weapons I unlocked. And I'll tell you guys right now, here are the weapon loadouts I get: assault rifle, sniper, um, SMG, some kind of rifle, or a bow. Those are the 3 categories. Also shotgun. I forgot about shotgun, but yeah, that's kind of my playstyle. But this is Division 1. Yeah, I started playing it again, or I was playing it for a while. I never got to show you guys my exotics that I got, or the exotic gear drops, because I never recorded that, sadly. Never thought about it. Didn't even record it the first time, because this was one of the first games that I got from my Xbox One, and I did not record jack crap. The only things I did record in the beginning were Destiny 2 things. I don't know if I still have the video, but I will have to check my game clips at one point to see if I still have it. And it was the first time I got into it, pre DLC. It's like the first 2 DLCs that came out, and then after that, or no, it was during the 3rd DLC, I think, and which was Forsaken, where I had dropped under the Cabal map, or not Cabal map, I had dropped under into EDZ in a Cabal area. I know it's what's that strike? Where it's the one where that chick is like Cabal and their weird names. She said Hawthorne. She says and so anyway, enough about that. We're gonna continue on with Division 1, because this was my first daily mission run at the time, so I'll have to check the recording. I know I timestamped I actually give when I record this, and I remember the day, so.
Warning. Incoming hostiles.
Give me some help here. I'm going in. Put more pressure on. Watch out.
Oh, that's why. It's because I just realized why. Alright, hold on, guys. I have to. Think that'll be right. Not sure. see how many people choose this, but go minimize that. Should we minimize this whole so I can see chat? Dang it. See chat now. You're ugly. I don't want to see my ugly. I want to see chat. Dang it. What you know? There's actually a thing I have here. Docs. There you go. Alright, chat. You're gonna be on top. But you guys are up here. There we go. Okay, so now chat, you get. I will have to pop up my OBS studio, but now you guys are right with me. You guys right over here.
Additional hostiles incoming. Have detected heavily armored hostile approaching. Shake up the cleaners, but good. Nice work.
Sorry, eating pizza. Now, as you guys saw that I was playing that, the reason why it was all glitchy like that is because I was playing with a directive that any skills you use essentially screw your radar and EMP you. So, yeah, that for those who don't know. Now, let's watch this because this is actually an interesting video. This Mr. the Kiffness, don't sue me or something because I'm just reacting to it.
Do you want to create your own emotes in just a few clicks? Choose a drawing style.
Your daddy was home when you left. You're right. Your sister was home when you left. You're right. Your brother was home when you left. You're right. The dog was home when you left. You're right. The cat was home when you left. You're right. The fish was home when you left. You're right. Your mommy, your daddy, your brother, your sister, the dog, the cat, the fish was home when you left. You're right. And that's the reason you left. You're right. I left my home. I left my home. Join the army. Join the army. I left my home. I left my home. Join the army. Join the army. The day I left. The day I left. My mama cried. My mama cried. She don't tell her. She don't tell her. Would surely die. Would surely die. I left my work. I left my work. Running at the door. Running at the door. She knew that I would die at war. Would die at war. I left my son. I left my son. Playing in the yard. Playing in the yard. Sweet Emily. Sweet Emily. Playing by so hard. Playing by so hard. Oh, we, oh, we. 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 Oh, we, oh, we.
Now I'm gonna stop here. This song, I love this. Ow. Also, shout out to Drill Sergeant DePaulo. Yeah, Drill Sergeant DePaulo. Freaking man's a genius with. So, for those who don't know military cadence, also here's the thing, guys. I'm also not. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not military, but I do love military videos. What I know is cadence is essentially in step in line thing. So I'll explain as it. So how you guys see how they're always in step with each other? Essentially, the drill instructor or drill sergeant, whoever, sings a song, and you and your platoon or squad, whatever, step in line with it to the tune. So as he gets to, we join the army, you gotta put your foot down right there and there. Then your other foot gotta be picked up, and as he goes, you need a foot down, up, foot down as a beat. There is no like cheating the system. And if you're an absolute moron, sorry. But also I will tell you guys, um, there is another YouTube channel that I will be reacting to. That is by all means hilarious. I love them, but we're going to react to the military stories. Some YouTubers have done this, some have not. Some who watch military videos have done so. Some who, some have only reacted to one video, but besides military, there's actually one video in particular I'm actually gonna play because reason why is the person who actually we're good. We're gonna watch the rest of this, and then I'll explain to you guys on my ramblings. Let's hit back to this freaking epic I Left My Home with the live looping cadence remix. Let's go. That's a nice touch. Now, if you guys are hearing a little tune that sounds familiar as he's playing the trumpet, it is the one that they would play in the morning for or whatever. I can't make the actual one, but essentially what he's doing is making it into a music, and I love that. He's turning that one into a musical note. Now, I could be wrong. Again, I'm not military. I'm civilian. I'm strictly civilian. Never been in the military. Have been interested in military weaponry, military itself, the hierarchy of it, and the different branches of military. Also respect all branches of military. None is better than the other. I know that people go with the chair force. That's Air Force for some of you. I have a couple buddies who went to different branches. One became Puddle Pirates, also known as Coast Guard, or Navy's little sister. Another one became freaking Cran Eater, also known as Marines. And for those who play Destiny 2, yes, I'm a Titan main, and I'm a Cran Eater, and my buddy's a Cran Eater, but he's in air. But here's the funny part. My buddy is, so real quick, my buddy David is not Titan class. He is Warlock. And I told him this. I was like, why are you not a Cran Eater in game, dude? You're a Cran Eater in real life. Why the you're not a Cran Eater in game? And then I told him, you know what you picked? You picked air. You picked Chair Force. That's right. You Warlocks are Chair Force because you just hover in the air. Hunters, like, you guys are the army. You guys, no joke, you guys are just army. I have no idea what the call up for army is, what the little nickname joke is. So again, all I know is Chair Force, Crane Eater, Puddle Pirates, or Navy's little sister. I guess bankruptcy is one for the army. I guess I would say because army doesn't teach, because of what I've heard, army doesn't teach you really how to use your money well. So there's people who've been like, well, there goes my money. So yeah, that's a little. I'm gonna call them bankrupt. that's that's my that's the joke for me. For anytime I see army, I'm like, you're bankruptcy. I could be wrong again. Some people are actually smart enough in the. Actually, let me rephrase that. Anyone who joins the military is smart because they want to serve their country. But in videos I've seen, and joke videos, such as ones from TikTok, do not support TikTok, though I hate it. I will say one thing though. The military ones are a little bit funny, and one of the ones I like is the guy going around asking, why did you join the army? One says Camaros. Another one says, I hate myself. One says, I don't know. One says, I hate my life. Another one's like, dumb decision. So it's kind of funny how how some of them betray the army. Some regret it, some don't. I don't know if the Marines have it easy because they don't. Marines don't do cadence 24/7. That's again the only reason why I'm saying 24/7 is because an army, again, the people are correct. Frick, tumbling over my words. The other channel we're gonna be reacting to, one dude's from the army, the other's is from the Marines. One talks about how there's cadence every time, and he hates cadence. Me personally, I would understand if I heard cadence 24/7 and one of those songs got stuck in my head. I would want to murder someone. Now, again, we're going to continue to do the video. Sorry for the long delay. I hate when your actors do it, and I'm doing it too. Actually, let's see if there's anyone in my chat. Because chat does get muted or minimized to nothing when I'm watching stuff. So when I click on YouTube again, it's gonna minimize chat. I'm gonna have to re-pop it up. So anyway, let's continue with the video. Alright, there we go. So, yeah, that was absolutely a banger of a song. Well, I should say more of a cadence. Of course, if it's cadence. Now, we're gonna skip that. You guys did not see that. We are not gonna pretend you saw that. VTuber Clippers, if you somehow get in my chat, I'm gonna find you and beat you with a bat. That is made of rubber because, you know, Twitch will ban those who actually threaten, even though it's a joke. Because Twitch does not know when to fucking joke. Sensitive snowflakes, I swear. Alright. Ooh, I did not want alien isolation. I wanted Mark Bear and Bear. Alright. So we're gonna go through the playlist. Let's see if I can find it there. Wow. Oh wow, they actually did update to 251 through 300 Gs. So I guess right here they're done with their Frontier playthrough. So now they're doing Legion. I know Mike is Legion, Zach is not. And I'll explain to you who these guys are in a bit once we... Where the are you? Jeez. You're hard to find. Oh my goodness, Monster Prom was a funny one. Alright, we're gonna have to go through videos. Oh hey, check out their Discord, check out their Patreon, and then check out their Reddit, Twitter. Yeah, okay, where is it? That's part 2, so part 1 must be somewhere around here. Where are you, part 1? Frick, that song's stuck in my head. It's banger of a song, like I said. I keep saying. But, gosh. New Vegas. Oh, I skipped some? Oh man, I thought I was watching all of New Vegas. I need to go back to those videos. Oh wait, 2 51 to 300. Oh, that's why. It's because I stopped watching some of the Vegas ones. I don't know where I stopped. I think, yeah, Vegas right there. Oh no, I just watched that by accident. Oh, that's right. So I have to go back to 77. Oh, they screwed. Uh-oh. Hey, Zach, Mike, just to let you guys know, if you possibly, if this somehow gets to you guys, don't think it ever will. In a far, far future, probably when I actually make something myself on YouTube or Twitch, just to give you guys a heads up, you're gonna have to fix that one. So if it's like 3 years in the future, 5, 10, just remember you guys screwed up your count. And yeah, I don't know who to blame there. I think Mike actually, essentially, you follow Zach through the whole entire gameplay. Mike is a background, so I think the one who's recording all this crap is Mike, or no, I mean Zach, who is the blue guy. Mike is the red one, and I believe Zach actually makes Mike edit, but it could be reversal, and Mike records and then Zach edits. Actually, no, I know it's the other way around. Zach records and Mike edits because in Alien Isolation, there's an edit where Mike says, he doesn't say it, but he types it where he's like, showing how the game automatically, like, you know how in games they automatically, like, Call of Duty would swap your weapon if you're out of ammo? In Alien Isolation, I forget what it was that he ran out of or what got switched to. And Zach said, during your panic situation, you switched it. And Mike went back into the footage, edited it, and then showed that he didn't screw up. It wasn't him, it was the game. And he said, F you, Zach, I was right. And disco music was like, like for him playing. So, yeah, I have this, as you guys can tell, I liked them. Great shaped box. You have to see that. Oh. For a sexy lady. Oh, jeez. Sexy lady. So I think Mike was a, oh. Oh, no, Vegas. Did they? Wait a minute, did they? I'm wondering, did they actually start their Vegas series? So maybe I didn't get to watch. Maybe I didn't get to see 264, right? Okay, so I know I watched 61, 62. Didn't get to watch that. Because that's standalone Mike. That's not Zach and Mike. Oh, here's where I stopped. Okay, so this is where I stopped for my whole entire adventure. Was 263. So yeah, alright. Where is it? Where are you? Show me your spleen. There we go. Just say show me your spleen and the video will come up.
Outplayed. Capture your best gaming moments. Let's say you had an awesome play.
Please tell me someone saw that.
With Outplayed, your plays turn into lasting memories. Outplayed automatically saves your game's highlights, making it easy to relive the action.
So I'm gonna go on a slight rant about guns here.
No one likes it when you do that. Keep it in your pants.
There is absolutely no reason to make a light infantry weapon that is in 308 full auto. It is pointless.
Why not?
Let's say you're gonna.
Here's a funny thing though. I didn't know the G3 was 308 fault. I didn't know it was 308, like you said. So this is interesting. This is why I love gun facts. This is why I like Zach the most. Mike is funny for hilarious entertainment and like abusing rephrasing that. Not abusive purposes, because Zach does abuse him by shooting him a lot in the game. and blow him up or whatever. But Mike is the punching bag, the funny guy that you want in movies and stuff, who isn't annoying. He's just hilarious, and you freaking love him for that, but not for the smart aspects. Now, Zach, he is the gun expert. Actually, I should restate too. He's not fully a gun expert, as he said before in a later compilation, gun rank compilation, that he doesn't know everything about guns. And Mike even says, so, what are the things you don't know? And Zach freaking enrages like, what do you mean? How can I tell you something I don't know about if I don't know it? So, yeah. So G3 didn't know it was 308, and you get to hear why, and this is funny, and this is why I'm actually gonna because not a lot of people. Actually, let's see real quick before I say anything. So, all right, good enough. 361 or 67,000. Guys, if this somehow, like, if I somehow do on YouTube get like 40 mil. Actually, that's a high number. Screw that noise. That's like above PewDiePie and Markiplier. Let's say I get like 900k or something like that. I want you guys to watch this video, subscribe to them, because Mike Burnfire is hilarious. I always screwed up the name before, but now I have it etched in my brain because Zach and Mike are funny duo. They are hilarious. Always love to watch them. There's nothing bad about them both. They have their traits. They're freaking hilarious. I love it. I don't know if they would. No, I know that currently, as you guys saw, that I was flipping through the channel looking for the video, that they are doing Fallout 4. I don't know. They have done some Fallout 76. Only 2 videos that I know of. So we'll have to wait. I don't know if they would do Call of Duty. Technically, it would be kind of interesting to see Zach talk about Call of Duty guns while he plays against Mike, or him and Mike are playing against people. Or actually, he could play against bots. Even with that, it'd be interesting to see. Yeah, I'm not saying they have to do it. I'm just saying it's an interesting freaking concept that at some point when this video is super old and they're like, I'm gonna say 10 years from now or within that time, if they already started pulling out Call of Duty videos or Halo while they're talking, then my wish already came true a long time ago. So this is a prediction. This is just in case scenario. So let's continue with the amazing gun video that is Zach. For gun
You're gonna
knowledge.
shoot at that right there on the car.
Okay.
By round 3, you're up here.
Okay, because it's a powerful kick, you mean?
Yes, especially on a G3, which is roller delayed blowback. It is an incredibly violent recoil.
What if you found a way to suppress the recoil? Then it would make sense, wouldn't it?
Not really, because it's kind of hard unless your rifle is just really, really heavy.
So you're saying any weapon with automatic fire that has recoil is bad, huh?
No, just 308. Anytime I fired a G3 on full auto, I had to brace myself in like the weirdest way possible just to be able to get multiple rounds on target.
Maybe it's just because you're weak.
The problem was they started making, in like the 1950s and 60s, they started making all of these infantry weapons in 308 and then making them full auto because they were like, oh, well, we'll just put it on a bipod and then we can use it in full auto. But the problem is nobody would ever put them on the bipods. They would just shoot them on full auto and then wouldn't hit anything. The FAL is a little bit better, but that's only because its fire rate is higher, so you can kind of get one more round on target before it goes whap all the way into the sky. That's why I'm happy that it's semi-auto. This gun looks really good, though. I do like the G3.
You like the sleek design, or you like the way they perform?
I think they look cool. It's a Mossberg 590.
Is that a good weapon or not?
I personally am not a big fan of Mossberg 590s. I like the Remington 870 better, but...
What do you prefer about the Remington over the Mossberg?
Steel receiver as opposed to an aluminum receiver of the Mossberg. Also, the Mossbergs feel kind of clanky.
Is it significant difference or a slight difference?
No, it's barely any difference. It's personal preference.
So it's basically the same thing as a Remington then?
Kind of. The bolt is a little different and some of the other stuff. The barrel shroud is just a heat shield.
So prevents it from overheating.
No, it keeps you from putting your hand on the barrel when it's real hot.
Oh, so it's a barrel guard?
Yeah, heat shield. I had a guy come in one day and was like, "Hey, you got any of those shotguns with a cheese grater on them?"
Cheese
I'm like,
grater?
what? He's like, "Yeah, you got a shotgun with a cheese grater on it." I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about? Why would you put a cheese grater in a shotgun, you idiot?" And then I realized that he wanted a shotgun with a heat shield.
Was he using his rifle to carve up cheese?
I don't know, probably.
Is that why he needed a new one?
Maybe. Yeah, Mossberg 590. Pretty cool. I like it.
Did the Germans or the Russians invent it?
No, it's an American shotgun.
Oh, so it was made by Heckler and Weston?
No, it was made by Mossberg. Where are you even getting this from?
How vain do you have to be to name your rifle after yourself?
It was Mossberg and Sons. This is the name of the company.
Did they invent it in the year 590?
I don't know.
You don't know? Yes, they did then.
No, they didn't invent it in the year 590. The Mossberg 590's been around since, I don't know, the 60s, 70s maybe?
Why did they call it the Mossberg 1960s?
I have no idea, because different companies name their guns different things. Glocks are named after what patent number it is. That's why the Glock 17 is the 17. It has nothing to do with mag size. If anybody tells you that the Glock 17 is named that because it holds 17 rounds in the magazine, they don't know what they're talking about.
No, I think we were right. The Mossberg 590, after 589 failed attempts at getting a patent.
No! You're wrong.
I'm not sure the differences between a muzzle brake and a choke, sadly.
A choke is basically a very shallow funnel that you put on the inside of the barrel that's going to compress the shot and the wadding before it leaves the barrel.
So it pretty much makes the shotgun shell a slug of sorts?
No, it just keeps it more tightly clustered together.
Yeah, like a slug.
No, because it's still going to open up the moment it leaves the barrel.
Oh, so it's just a delayed explosion. What does the other thing do then?
A muzzle brake just vents the exhaust gases out the side of the barrel.
I knew it! Putting holes in your weapon makes it better!
No, it doesn't! Oh my god. Technically, you're correct, yes!
That's the best kind of correct!
Technically, putting holes in the end of your...
I gotta say something real quick. Because it looks like... displays that. YouTube. Oh, that's why it didn't. Freaking stupid thing. How much did I lose? I hope I didn't lose a lot.
Your barrel does mitigate recoil somewhat, but not putting holes in it willy-nilly.
You never know until you try.
Oh my god, Mike. Behold, Mike! The Mateba Model 6 Unica!
Never heard of that gun before.
It's a revolver, and its name means you are unique.
Okay.
Yeah, it was the gun's creator telling the gun that it was unique. Fun fact about the Mateba Model 6 Unica, it fires out of the bottom cylinder.
Oh, so not at the top cylinder like most revolvers?
Yep, fires out of the bottom cylinder. Also, it's a semi-automatic revolver.
So it's not necessarily good, it's just different for the sake of being different.
Well, having it fire out of the bottom cylinder is a good thing because it reduces flip-up.
Then why don't all of them do that?
Because it requires a lot more work and you gotta kind of move shit around a lot.
So it's not necessarily better.
Not necessarily. Yeah, it's a revolver that uses gas pressure of the cartridge firing to cock the hammer back, so it fires on single action every shot.
Why would a 6-shot single action revolver be semi-automatic?
It just cocks the hammer back every time.
Oh, so you don't have to recock it?
Yeah, so you don't have to pull the hammer back.
So I get what Mike was saying when he says about the revolver being 6-shot semi-autoed, because in his mind, no, I don't know why, but in Mike's world, he thought it was like a pistol where you go bam, 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 and not bam, 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 bam as fast as you want, but because the lever's already going to be put back down. Now, I already knew what before even Zach even said it, I understood what was about to happen. I'm like, huh? Like, I had to pause the video first, my first time viewing it, and I was like, what does it mean by 6-shot semi-auto? How can it? And then I thought about it, I was like, it's a revolver. There's the hammer. It's re-hammering the gun for you. So you don't have to squeeze the trigger and then bam, and then every pull you could just go boom if you need to. Because otherwise it would be boom, boom, boom for a revolver. Because for those who don't know, revolvers essentially the only time you, well, actually, not even after each trigger, well, it could, but essentially, if you really want to like fast fire it, like have it essentially your finger on the trigger and be ready to fire at a moment's notice, you put the hammer down to have it a faster fire. Other than that, it just go once. No, I could be wrong, and because again, I'm not a real gun expert like Zach or with a lot of knowledge, but I believe the hammer, yeah, the hammer is just essentially it for it to shoot fast, slightly faster, so that it's already reloaded and next onto the next cylinder. And also, if you were to not cock the hammer and were to shoot, you kind of have that weight to, you have that weight that, how do I explain it? Essentially, the trigger has more weight to it, so when you are pulling it back, it wastes your time a little bit. Don't know how much, it could be like milliseconds, it could be like 2 seconds flat, but within the 2 seconds, you can get shot faster, or you can kill the target faster, depending on what you have. Bullet speed, how much gunpowder and stuff also matters, but I'm not going to get into that. We're gonna step away from the Mateba Model 6 Unica. Also, I will say that, and also, real quick, for those who are wondering what these are right here, this is the episode. So as it says View Chapter, all these are chapterized in what videos they had released from Fallout New Vegas. I want to play Fallout New Vegas as there's a mod to have Zach and Mike into your party, but I realized it was on PC. So, and yeah, that's a big yikes.
Back every single time.
Oh, well, that sounds great. Why don't all revolvers do that?
Because it's really complicated. It's a lot of extra work and a lot of extra parts to put into a gun, so it didn't really catch on. Also, it looks weird.
Weird is cool.
If you want a Mateba, you pretty much just have to get a Chiappa Rhino, because Matebas are almost impossible to find. They get a premium.
I believe it. I've never even heard of the Mateba.
I think its biggest claim to fame is that it was in the Ghost in the Shell movie from like the 1980s.
Ah, so a whole 12 people saw it.
Wow, man.
Alright, Mike. Dude. I'm an anime nerd as myself. I haven't seen Ghost in the Shell live. I know the movie as, only reason why I know about the movie is because when Zach said that, I was like, Ghost in the Shell, why I know that? And I realized it was an anime that, a couple of my buddies, a couple of other people who are really into anime and old anime have seen it. And, yeah, so I heard about Ghost in the Shell. I don't know the premise, really. But, yeah, Mike, just a precaution for you. Be careful when you're against other weebs. And if you're a weeb yourself, you made an insulting joke that even you know would make anyone mad. The Weeb Nation does not stand for this. The anime bro lovers do not recognize this heresy. Or they recognize it. Anyway, Mike, you're gonna get your crap kicked in. Let's continue. And I know he's probably just screwing around with Zach, but jeez.
Way to just completely crap on my childhood.
Oh, the Mateba. Yes, that weapon was featured in episode 14 of The Snorks.
Okay, I have to say this. For those who do not know the Snorks, I had to remember what he was talking about. It was the weirdest show back in the day. I'm not even 40. I'm not that old. I'm not even 60. I'm not even my 60s or so. I'm younger. And I will say that it was hilarious when he said Snorks, and I was like, what is that? It was a bunch of fish people. Don't remember what it's essentially they're Snorks. and on their head they have a freaking snorkel or something. So I think that's why they're called snorks, but I have no fucking idea, man. It's just funny.
What new weapon are you using now?
This is the Beretta M92FS.
Isn't that...
Okay, and yeah, isn't that the standard issue police weapon? It used to be until it fell off service. Reason why I know this is because of not seeing police in real life, but knowing what officers would carry nowadays and stuff. Like they would move with the modern weapons. So if it was this would have to be I'm gonna say 1990, maybe 1980. Heck, even I'll go far back as to say 1970. That's how far I'm going to go. There is no way this weapon was issued in 19 whatever or 18 whatever. There was revolvers. I could be wrong. This gun could be that fucking old, but this looks like a World War II, World War III. What the Yes, we had a World War III. No, World War II. Or a Vietnam weapon. Heck, maybe I am wrong and it's like in 17 something, but I don't think it would be because Vietnam wasn't that long ago. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna do something real quick. Is it still capturing? Okay, so yep, we're doing this, guys. Oh boy. Yeah, that was 1955. Okay, never mind. So maybe 1955? French are defeated at... Huh. I very much love history, so once you get me on a history rant or knowledge, I start going after it. Let's see if there's anyone that chatted when I was doing that. Nope, still no chat. Let's keep going.
The standard issue police weapon?
No, standard issue, it was the... Ah!
This one.
Stop resisting! Gun! I'm gonna go through ammo for this thing pretty quick, I think.
Yeah, if you keep spraying it like that.
Well, it takes a lot of bullets to take one of those things down. You ever try to kill a plant with a gun? It's not very effective. Next time you try to weed your front lawn, try using a pistol to do it.
Exactly.
The entire time I was in the military, I was like, man, the M9's a piece of garbage. Why would anybody use this hunk of junk? And then when I got out of the military, I was like, man, the M9's awesome. I love this handgun.
Maybe that's not a testament to the weapon's strength.
I think the main problem is that in the military, it's a military issued one, so it's not exactly well made.
Don't give a crap
and also,
pistols.
That's suspicious.
It's not exactly well made. It's used by soldiers who beat the crap out of it. It's all old parts. Also, I feel like the M9 is a great civilian handgun, but a terrible, oh my god, do not prove my point here, combat handgun. It's got too many parts. Good lord. What is happening?
You can't shoot, that's the
problem. Die! Help! Help me!
So it's not only a bad herbicide, but a bad pesticide as well.
Yep.
Oh, what are you using now?
This is the AN-94. They put pulleys in it so that it fires one round, then the barrel starts recoiling backwards, and then it fires the second round. So you get 2 rounds firing out of it before the recoil impulses hit the shooter.
Did they invent that before gas pistons were a thing?
It was an attempt to increase the hit probability of, hang on. the hit probability of the average soldier.
Oh, that's an interesting.
Did it work? Did they succeed?
Yeah, except that the gun is incredibly complicated and very expensive. So it was adopted by the Russian military for about a day, and then it wasn't. Yeah, I like the rear sight on the AN-94. It's cool.
It looks like it's lopsided.
It is. It's kind of off to the side, but you rotate this little piece right there to whatever range you're aiming at.
Oh, you hold it like a gangster sideways so the sight straight side up?
No, it's the correct way. It's just the sight is just there.
Look at it. I can see it. It's crooked.
It's not crooked. I'm looking through this top part of it right here, and then it's got an angle like that. So when you rotate it, it's always in the correct position. Yes, it's weird. It's a weird gun. That's why I grabbed it, because it's weird.
Weird doesn't mean useful. Weird doesn't mean it's good.
Do you have a lot of ammo that you want to get rid of quickly? Do you have a bunch of enemies that you want to throw lead at as fast?
The PKM LMG. Oh my goodness. Do not get me started on this thing. This thing is awesome. I love it. Yes, as Zach says, do you see that guy you hate? Do you want to spit lead at him? Do you want to empty at least 1,000 rounds into his body? The PKM is Russian acronym. He doesn't understand it, neither do I. But I believe is let's see, PKM. Pig. Okay, so it could be Polish killing machine, pig killing machine, or people killing machine. You can go any way you want with that. PKM is what I'm going with. The PKM with the definitions I just give. I'm going to go with the people killing machine.
Fast as humanly possible. Do you hate that guy over there and you want him to be just absolutely suppressed for the next 3.5 minutes? Then buy the PKM light machine gun. Standing for words in Russian that I don't understand, PKM is an acronym. Using a long-stroke gas operating system with an open bolt assembly, the PKM is capable of throwing large amounts of ammunition at approximately anywhere from 650 all the way up to 800 rounds per minute.
Point the barrel at the thing you want to die, squeeze the trigger, and death comes out.
Yes, pretty much.
Would you drop that Styrog in the water?
I dropped it, and I don't know where it went.
Oh, no.
Zach, why did you drop the Styrog, dude? I love the AUG. Now, the only reason why I love it is because I never shot it, but I love it in Black Ops 1. Black Ops 1 was the one game that I loved the AUG. I do believe I actually, for my uncle, I got him gold for it. Because I bought all actually that one you just bought all the camos. There was not really earning it unless you prestiged. So I'm actually gonna do it one better. I think it had the most kills. That's all I'm gonna say. Cause I know my uncle I know my uncle and my aunt wanted me to play with the H&K. And for those who know, that's the head, shoulder, and crotch LMG in Black Ops. So, in other words, that's how I love H&K.
Oh, it's too bad.
God. I can't talk about it anymore if I don't have a visual aid.
Yeah, you could just talk about how much you love the Matsuba again.
Yep, that is a Mauser broom handle.
Also known as the Type 22, yes? You mentioned that the Chinese name all their weapons type number.
Now, the Mauser, we all already know that we should easily know about the design. It is a World War II history weapon. Also the one that the Germans, in this case I should properly pronounce them, Nazis, used to execute people from behind. So, I believe they was used to shoot. I believe it was to shoot Jews in the back of the head or disobeying officers. Don't remember which. Twitch, do not kick me or anything. YouTube, don't do the same. Like, don't kick me either. As just spin out historical facts here. It was either one of those two things. It was not. It was essentially an executioner's weapon. It was there. You know, I should have said that. It's an executioner's weapon. It was not a merciful weapon. It was not even for most shoot. It was not like the MP40. This weapon was specifically meant for, alright, if I'm gonna die, bullet to the head. I'm not gonna let these American pigs take me. Oh, you're gonna try to take our slaves? Boom, slave dead, I'm dead. That's how it kinda... Now, I know the Nazis went and shot themselves before they, were captured, so...
Yeah, they do, and I don't know what the Chinese nomenclature for this pistol is. So.
I thought it was Type 22, but maybe I'm getting my types confused.
I don't know, there's so many. I can't remember the names of all of them. They used it in World War I, and it was outdated in World War I.
What's not great about it?
In 1914, this pistol was outdated.
What made it outdated? The fact that it only holds, what, 12 shots?
The real one holds, I think, 10 rounds. It's an internal magazine that you cannot remove. You have to load it with stripper clips.
Wait, what? You... oh, that sounds terrible!
So then you have to take a stripper clip, which is just a long piece of metal with a bunch of bullets in it, and then push all the bullets down into the magazine with your thumb. And if you do it wrong, the bolt will close on your thumb.
Sounds so fun!
I like the BAR. I'm not a big fan of this specific model. I think this is the BAR A2, technically, and I'm not a big fan of the A2.
What's the difference?
So the original BAR was substantially lighter. It had a bipod, but the bipod was removable. On the A2, they made the bipod non-removable, and it's freaking heavy. They also put a magazine adapter on it, which is also heavy.
There you go.
See that little thing on the top of it? The little curved portion that's kind of sticking in the wrong direction? That's a safety.
That's a weird way to have a safety.
Yeah. The safety mechanism literally is the dust cover that you close it, and it keeps things from getting in there, and it also keeps the bolt from moving forwards.
Neat.
Also, there's no charging handle on this submachine gun. You just shove your finger into the ejection port and pull the bolt back.
You don't need to charge it. It's not an energy weapon.
Loading handle, Mike.
You want to debate guns for a while with someone who doesn't know anything about guns? Or you want to do some bounty hunting?
Fine, let's do some bounty hunting.
Tell me about the Steyr AUG before you kill all of them.
Well, the Steyr AUG, AUG is technically an acronym for Army Universal Gewehr, and it was first adopted by the Austrian military in 1977, so its original name was the STG-77, which stands for Sturmgewehr 77. Yes, it's a very good rifle. It was very futuristic at the time of its release.
But it's not so much anymore. It does look...
It's still a pretty advanced automatic rifle. The Steyr AUG has what's called a progressive trigger, at least on the military models.
Ah, so it's very open towards gay marriage.
Also, yes, but the trigger, when you pull it back a little bit until it clicks the first time, that's when it fires single shot. But if you pull it back all the way, it fires fully automatic. Another interesting fact about the Steyr AUG is that it is used by both the Austrians and the Australians.
So now it doesn't matter if you get those two confused.
Yes, exactly. The ones that's used by the Australians is technically called the Osteyr, though.
Yeah,
the Steyr AUG was the first bullpup to be adopted by a military. Well, it was the first bullpup to be widely adopted by a military. I think technically there was one before that, but it doesn't really count because it was adopted by Britain for about 5 minutes and then wasn't adopted anymore. The first time I fired a Steyr AUG, it was one of the full auto ones, and the Austrians didn't tell me about the progressive trigger for it. Sorry, Australians. The Australians didn't tell me about the progressive trigger for it. So I'm just kneeling down on the firing range. I get behind this thing. I get it all scoped up, and I pull the trigger. I go, man, this trigger's really heavy. And I jerk it all the way back, and it goes,
there we go.
Then they laughed at me. So yeah, the Steyr AUG is my favorite bullpup, other than a FAMAS, which you basically cannot get a FAMAS in the United States. There's, I think, a total of maybe 400 that exist in the U.S.
Wait, only 400 FAMASs?
Yeah, there's only like 400 that exist.
Why not more?
So the FAMAS was imported for a very short period of time before there was a ban on importing weapons. So there's only like 400 semi-automatic FAMASs that exist in the U.S.
So that must be a collector's treasure, huh?
Yes, they contract a premium $20,000.
Wow. You can't legally purchase them outside of the ones that are already here?
No, you can't, because the ones that were imported are the only ones that are ever going to be imported. God, I gotta get a new barrel for this thing. This rifling is just mad fucked.
You couldn't just zero it in, huh?
No, it's got terrible rifling on it.
So
Maybe you should keep better care of it.
Oh yeah, I'll just repair the rifling on my barrel, Mike.
There you go.
You make it sound like that's a difficult thing to do, but I have no idea.
That's an impossible thing. Do we have access to a hammer forge, Mike? Where's your hammer forge? Why don't you just knock out a new barrel for your gun?
Get a workbench over here.
Mike.
It's close enough.
Does that look like a hammer forge to you?
Well, maybe the stove could function as a hammer forge.
That looks like an Uzi to me. Israeli Military Industries Uzi.
Watch out.
Uzi is one of the better Still a pretty advanced automatic rifle. The Steyr-AUG has what's called a progressive trigger, at least on the military models.
Ah, so it's very open towards gay marriage.
Also, yes, but the trigger, when you pull it back a little bit until it clicks the first time, that's when it fires single shot. But if you pull it back all the way, it fires fully automatic. Another interesting fact about the Steyr-AUG is that it is used by both the Austrians and the Australians.
So now it doesn't matter if you get those two confused.
Yes, exactly. The ones that's used by the Australians is technically called the Osteyr, though. The Steyr-AUG was the first bullpup to be adopted by a military. Well, it was the first bullpup to be widely adopted by a military. I think technically there was one before that, but it doesn't really count because it was adopted by Britain for about 5 minutes and then wasn't adopted anymore. The first time I fired a Steyr-AUG, it was one of the full auto ones, and the Austrians didn't tell me about the progressive trigger for it. Sorry, Australians. The Australians didn't tell me about the progressive trigger for it. So I'm just kneeling down on the firing range. I get behind this thing. I get it all scoped up, and I pull the trigger. I go, man, this trigger's really heavy. And I jerk it all the way back, and it goes. Then they laughed at me.
Yeah.
So yeah, the Steyr-AUG is my favorite bullpup, other than a FAMAS, which you basically cannot get a FAMAS in the United States. There's, I think, a total of maybe 400 that exist in the U.S.
Wait, only 400 FAMASs?
Yeah, there's only like 400 that exist.
Why not more?
So the FAMAS was imported for a very short period of time before there was a ban on importing weapons. So there's only like 400 semi-automatic FAMASs that exist in the U.S.
So that must be a collector's treasure, huh?
Yes, they contract a premium $20,000.
Wow. You can't legally purchase them outside of the ones that are already here?
No, you can't, because the ones that were imported are the only ones that are ever going to be imported.
That's actually interesting.
God, I gotta get a new barrel for this thing. This rifling is just mad fucked.
You couldn't just zero it in, huh?
No, it's got terrible rifling on it.
Maybe you should keep better care of it.
Oh yeah, I'll just repair the rifling on my barrel, Mike.
You make it sound like that's a difficult thing to do, but I have no idea.
That's an impossible thing. Do we have access to a hammer forge, Mike? Where's your hammer forge? Why don't you just knock out a new barrel for your gun?
Get a workbench over here. It's close enough.
Does that look like a hammer forge to you?
Maybe the stove could function as a hammer forge.
That looks like an Uzi to me. Israeli military industry.
Yo, the Uzi, I will say something about the Uzi. Never really liked it. I know in a lot of movies you see gangsters holding an Uzi like, hell yeah, and just shooting people, but yeah, I never really liked the Uzi. That was one of those weapons that even in, I know what Zach's about to say, this is funny. I believe it's the Uzi, or he's talked about the Sten gun from World War II, and yeah, just listen to what he says about things. It's hilarious. I love it. It's just funny.
Industries Uzi.
Watch out.
Uzi is one of the better submachine guns. A lot of different militaries actually ended up adopting it. I think the U.S. had it for a while.
Have you fired an Uzi before?
I have.
Did you enjoy the experience?
It's alright.
When I hear submachine gun, I think at least 50 rounds in the clip.
Sub-caliber.
The sub in submachine gun is actually indicative of the caliber.
Yeah.
Sub-caliber weapon, so it's smaller than rifle caliber. Oh! Speaking of submachine guns that were available around the same time, I just found a Sten gun.
Yep.
My name's Stan. Here's my gun.
So this is one of the other submachine guns that was widely available around the time of the Uzi.
Is the magazine in there sideways?
Yes, it is. The magazine pokes out of the side.
It's not a handguard. It's not a thing you're supposed to grip.
Most soldiers would just hold on to the magazine well.
Yeah.
Shot it. The only submachine guns that were, again, widely available were things like the MP-18 and the Thompson submachine gun. Submachine guns that were quite large, pretty dang heavy, and expensive to manufacture because it required a lot of machining. The Sten gun, by comparison, is made basically out of a tube with a couple holes cut into it, a barrel, and then pressed pieces of sheet metal.
It's basically a pipe gun.
At the time they were making these things, they could probably knock out about 5 of them in an hour.
Nice.
They could just slam these things together incredibly fast. The only complaint people had about them is if you're carrying one on a sling, there's really no good way to carry it. The sights bang into your stomach, and also it doesn't want to sit like that, so it keeps trying to roll over. If you carry it the other direction, the charging handle slams into your stomach. And if you carry it with the magazine pointing up, the trigger jams into your stomach. So there's no good way to carry the submachine gun.
And that's why it fell out of service and was replaced by the M16.
No, it fell out of service because machine guns like the Uzi started coming about. And while this thing is a really good, incredibly cheap submachine gun that you can knock out thousands of them very quickly, it isn't that accurate. You can still find these things damn near everywhere. I found tons of them when I was in Iraq. Ones that were built in like the 40s and still were being used.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had one that was turned into me that had a built-in suppressor.
How do you make a built-in suppressor?
Basically, you drill a bunch of holes in the barrel and you add a suppressor to the end of it. I had one that had been camouflage painted, had an integral suppressor, and somebody had bolted a rail to the top and attached a laser sight to it.
A laser sight on a pistol that's 80 years old.
Yeah, on a submachine gun.
Yep.
When you were taking inventory of these weapons, did you have to mark down details like that on the notes page?
Nope, I just remembered that.
Yeah, you remembered that. That was
and they actually made,
to find that out.
I think, 4 or 5 different stocks.
What stock? It looks like someone jammed a hanger in there.
Yeah, it's pretty much just a piece of wire. It was made to be cheap. Like I said, this gun was made to be cheap.
Yeah. Task accomplished,
It's
I
an
guess.
incredibly simple, cheap gun that was designed to arm Britain's soldiers with some type of submachine gun that didn't cost, at the time, one Thompson submachine gun cost as much as about 10 of these. This is a really good option.
It would be a better option if it were more accurate.
Doesn't really matter. Submachine guns are designed to be used at about 50 yards, and that's it.
They have spray and pray guns.
Pretty much. I have shot both a Sten gun and an Uzi. If I was going to be armed with one of these 2 submachine guns, I think I'd probably take the Sten gun.
You said that the Sten gun had only 40 moving parts, roughly, right?
It's like 40 parts total. There's barely any.
That sounds like easy maintenance to me.
Yeah, it's incredibly easy to maintain. No joke, if the recoil spring breaks on a Sten gun, you probably can go find a screen door and rip the spring off of that and shove it into the gun and it'll work.
Didn't you do that? You took a pencil spring or something?
I put a mechanical pen spring in a Walther P38.
And it worked just as good, huh?
Yeah, it worked fine. Yeah, that'll hold it over until I can get a new spring.
It's really good at filling the enemies with hot lead.
Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, what you got? What you got here? What you got? Let me turn you over and take a look at this thing. An L96A1? Are you fucking kidding me?
Never heard of that one.
L96A1.
That's got a nice scope on it, I see.
Yes, it does have a nice scope on it.
Yep, the international.
Most people are going to know this thing as the Accuracy International Op.
Yep. Most people wouldn't recognize it in this kind of view, but yes.
Oh, hello.
Okay, just going to use this gun on him.
Well, they were hostile.
They didn't seem hostile until you shot them in the throat.
Wow, I suck with sniper rifles.
There you
go.
go.
You like that? What? There's another one. Oh, he's got an op too. This is gonna go right in your ear.
You waste them, yeah!
Accuracy International, the company that designed this rifle, was effectively 3 guys in a shed. And they were like, why don't we submit this rifle that we built to the British military rifle trials for a new sniper rifle? So they did it. They didn't expect to win. It won handily. And they were like, oh crap, now we gotta build a bunch of these things. So when the British military sent some requisitions lieutenants out to their shop,
to his garage,
they rented a large shop and then took their entire inventory of rifles they had produced up until that point. And there's only 3 people that worked for this company at the time. So when the requisitions officers showed up, they were like, well, where is everybody? Oh, they're out to lunch. It'll be fine.
Why are we in a 2-stall garage? The rest of the house is out for lunch, too. It'll be back in a moment.
Well, no, they had rented out for a day an actual workshop. Had all these workbenches in it, put all the rifles on it in different states. So they showed up, and the requisitions officers were happy. They're like, hey, this looks like a really good operation you guys got going here. Let's go out to lunch. So they went out and got lunch. And then while they were out at lunch, the requisitions officers were like, yeah, this was really more of a formality. We just wanted to make sure you weren't 3 guys in a shed. And they're just like, oh my God, we're in so much trouble. Anyway, it ended up getting adopted, and it's a really, really good rifle.
Man, I wish I found this program sooner. Outplayed records highlights of your game completely automatically. It knows exactly when something happens in a match, such as kills, deaths, wins, whatever you choose to be captured. Works with Apex Legends, Valorant, Overwatch, too many games to mention. Can record the entire gaming session, each individual match, or just the highlights you've selected. But there's also manual record buttons, so you've got complete freedom. The program itself keeps everything organized, which I absolutely love. Oh yeah, and it also has an editor, so you can trim things up if you want to as well. Super easy to share clips from the dashboard too. You can get Outplayed for free right now by clicking the link in the description.
Skip.
Have you fired one of these guns?
I have fired one of these guns.
Come on! Really?
If it's any World War II gun, they were probably all over the place in Iraq. So it's the PPSH-41. It's a Russian submachine gun.
These guns we've been picking up that you've been spouting about, they were all used by the Allies in World War II?
Yes. So far, we have not found any German World War II submachine guns, which would be the MP-38. I think it's going to be the only one.
Wait, is that the only weapon the Nazis had?
No, they had tons of other ones. Just the MP-38 is like the only submachine gun they technically had. This one does eject all the shell casings out of the top of it.
Shoots them up?
Yeah, shell casings just pop straight out the top of it.
Into your line of sight?
You don't really notice them when you're shooting it. You do notice them when they come raining back down.
Okay, we're gonna have to stop that right there real quick.
From the sky and go down the...
Wait, hold on. Because I'm pretty sure I'm thinking... Because I'm worried. Alright, then we're gonna have to do this one then. German weapons. Go. Oh, it's the PO8. Okay, so well, Mouser looks like it. So SCG 44. I love that thing. I freaking love it. It's beautiful. Sounds like it's made by the evil people, but MG 42. This thing can tear a hole to anything. It's scary. Panzerfaust. Yeah, Panzerfaust. Pretty good detonator charge. Let's see. This one. FG42, yeah, this one's obvious. A lot of Call of Duty people. This one's. Leave. I don't know about the PZ. The B39. That looks to be an anti-material sniper, which meant that it was to shoot through tanks. Let's see. This Kumalov device. That is yeah. So very interesting stuff. Let's go back to the video.
Shirt collar.
Yeah, seems like a terrible design. You say people like these guns.
That's one of the primary downsides of it, is that happens.
People would take these guns, fire them sideways gangsta style, and then shoot their comrades with the shrapnel.
You're actually not wrong, because one of the standard practices for these things was to hold it at 25 or 45 degree angle.
Well, yeah,
in your shoulder, so it goes and spits the shell casings
If you
away.
designed the shell casings to eject straight up, then it just makes sense.
Well, the reason they have it eject the shell casing straight up is because it's an ease of manufacturing.
Hey, should we manufacture a gun that doesn't shoot hot shell casings down the soldiers' backs? We could, but this is so much cheaper!
There was the Sten gun, which was like the British one, and then there was an Australian one, which was the Owen submachine gun, I believe?
The Emu Slayer.
The Owen gun is real weird.
How so?
So you know how you thought it was weird the magazine sticks out of this one?
Does the magazine stick straight out the top of it?
You got it!
Come on, I was joking! You're serious!
Yes, the Owen gun has the magazine sticking straight out of the top.
You're sure you're not making an Australian joke about how the magazine is upside down?
Yes, the magazine sticks straight out of the top, and no, it is not an Australian joke. There's actually a good reason for doing that. A lot of...
Because the gravity flows up?
The reason for doing that is because you don't have to have a super strong magazine spring. Because gravity actually aids in feeding the rounds.
Then why don't they all do that?
Because it means you have to have your sights offset to the side of it.
Oh,
which
yes.
is kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it does sound stupid that way.
You're stupid. Shut up. You don't know.
I'm not the one putting a magazine in my line of sight, so I can't see. What if you put crosshairs in the bottom of the magazine? So you could just use it. You'd have to recite it every time you had to reload.
You joke about that, but there's actually a couple pistols that literally just have crosshairs painted on the back of the gun, and you're just supposed to put the back of the pistol on top of the center of the target and hope that you're gonna hit it. What is this bullshit? The fuck is this thing?
You're not familiar with it?
No!
Probably because they made it at home. It's some bathtub moonshine kind of gun.
God, yeah, it looks like it was made at home. Well, except the front sight and rear sight actually look usable. And there's actually some really nice knurling on the back of that end cap.
Knurling?
Knurling. Knurling's fun and expensive. So this is a very expensive homemade submachine gun. So instead of writing overpressure ammunition on the back of every single bullet, they just do a little plus and the P. Because then, at a glance, you can tell what kind of ammunition you have.
What if it's under pressure? Is it negative P then?
No, then it's just ammunition. Excuse me! Is it G36 time? I believe it's G36 time. It's G36 time, Mike. Made by Heckler and Koch, or Heckler and Koch, however the hell you want to pronounce it.
I say Koch. Everyone says Koch.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, pronounce it however the hell you want. You're an American. It's a 5.56 select fire weapon system. Made primarily of polymer, which is interesting and futuristic. Stock folds off to the side. It's one of the first really modular weapons that was adopted by a military. So on the magazine, you see those two little circles that are right there?
Yes.
Those are actually locking lugs, so you can just lock a bunch of magazines together.
Just stack them like Jenga pieces, one after the other?
Yeah, pretty much. They work pretty well. H&K did kind of get in trouble recently. Some of the trunnions on the guns weren't exactly put together properly.
I don't know what a trunnion is.
The piece of metal that the barrel locks into on the inside of the gun. Turned out some of them were kind of crappy, so they had a tendency to start having wandering zeros, which means that every time you would zero it, the zero would completely change and it would start shooting all over the place.
Have you fired one of these?
I have never fired a full auto version, no, but I have fired a civilian version. You can't get an actual G36 in the US because apparently H&K doesn't think that we're German enough to be allowed to own them. So they imported this bastardized version of it that's called the HK SL8, which is atrocious.
Even more so.
Yeah, and I hate it. And here's the thing, guys. You're gonna realize this about me. I love the G36, but screw H&K for not letting Americans have more. Cause seriously, we don't need to be more German, but we just need this weapon. Now there's gonna be people who are be like, we don't need more weapons. I disagree. Shut up. I want to be a weapons collector. It's gonna cost you a premium. Leave me alone. If people are okay enough to waste at least 20k on a weapon like this, if it costs a premium, then yes, it's well freaking worth it. Let's keep going.
Other than this gun, huh?
These guns are great.
You just finished telling me how they were not that great because of the
parts.
parts.
That was kind of a problem for the military one, and they were old at that time.
Ignoring all of the defects, these guns are great.
On the whole, this gun worked amazingly well. For some reason, they made it so that the SL8 takes magazines that look like G36 magazines, but a G36 magazine will not go into it. Because they can.
Yeah, kind of. We're gonna shoot. Oh, I'll be right back. We're gonna be right back. Where is it? Where is it? It's not face cam. Boop. Boop. Oh, how's it? It's gonna feel like 42. Is it gonna rain? No. So let's keep watching.
Converted it to a single stack magazine. Okay. So the magazines are not interchangeable. Most of the parts aren't interchangeable. It's got a weird, stupid thumbhole stock that makes it look absolutely asinine. The barrel is super long, doesn't have a flash hider on it.
If this gun is so great, how come I've never heard of it before?
Because you're not interested in guns in any way, shape, or form.
Exactly.
I'm gonna use this one.
It looks kind of like the M16.
No, this is the Fabrique Nationale FNC, which stands for Fabrique Nationale Carbine. So yeah, it's kind of redundant in that it's called the Fabrique Nationale Carbine. The FNC is based on the AR-18, which is a piston-driven version of an AR-15. A lot of the stuff on the inside of it is a little bit different. They were very well received. They worked well. The intended purpose of this was actually to replace the FAL. Didn't really work for that. Initial ones had problems with the stock falling off.
It's a bit of a problem there, yeah.
Also, the handguard falling off.
Also, it was made out of paper and salt and disintegrated if it touched water.
Once they got those problems worked out, this was an amazing gun. I want an FNC, but I want the AK-5C handguard on it. You know what I'm talking about?
No, absolutely not.
Okay.
Ah, drum mag in the Tommy gun. Actually, it's not a drum mag, is it?
No, we've discussed this, and it is technically a drum mag, but whip, wiggle, wiggle. We've discussed this. It's an AM-180. Wiggle, wiggle.
Is that how you clear a jam on a
Yeah.
atomic gun? Really? You just wiggle it?
No. Let's go turn this evidence in. Wiggle, wiggle.
And this one.
Come on, come back, come back. Was it a Makarov?
Yep.
Were you shooting me with a Makarov? I don't know how I guessed it that quickly.
Tell me about the Makarov. It's a Russian gun, isn't it?
I can't tell you right now. I'm busy killing.
Come on, that's never stopped you before.
Exactly.
The Makarov is a 9mm Russian pistol, but it's in a different 9mm caliber.
Wait, there's different 9mm?
Yes. The Makarov is in 9x18 Makarov, not 9x19 Parabellum, which is the normal 9mm round.
Okay,
Come on, really?
Yes, there's also 9x21. There's 9mm Largo.
There are so many different kinds of ammo. Can you standardize slightly, please?
While it's shorter by 1mm. Excuse me. Wow! That dropped him fast! It's kind of based on the Walther PPK pistol. It looks similar, and it's the same operating principle. It's just a straight blowback pistol. It's nothing fancy. The barrel's pinned in place, which means that this pistol has a lot more recoil than you think it's going to. It lets you know you're shooting it. I did find another gun. It's the Colt 1911.
Ah, the most reliable firearm on the market.
I love it.
I've gone over the 1911 before.
You've called it the most unreliable gun you've ever used.
I like joking about that.
It's not really that unreliable.
No, they work just fine. I just like giving 1911 owners a bunch of shit because my 2 world wars and 45 ACP because they don't make a 46.
Yep.
Hello.
Wait. True to Kaiser.
True to different gun.
True to Kaiser. Yep.
Give us that gun.
Die, you heretic.
Oh, it's a Taurus.
I take it you don't like guns that are named after constellations?
Oh, it's a Taurus Raging Bull. Oh, it's a garbage gun.
Is it though?
Taurus guns are like really bad quality.
Really?
Yeah, they're not great.
Well, look, I'm sure you could put the barrel.
Okay, I'm more interested in what you have. I'm gonna kill you with this Taurus Raging Bull real quick. Yeah, Taurus basically makes all of their money copying other ones. Like, this is pretty much a Smith & Wesson revolver, only they don't do a very good job of putting them together. They pretty much exclusively copy Smith & Wesson or Beretta, and that's it.
They still get the job done, though, don't they?
I mean, yeah, it'll still work. It's just not good. Usually the triggers are kind of crap. The finish is really awful. They break a lot. So we'll just put this into that garbage there. And what the fuck is this thing?
It's called a duplet.
I don't know what the hell a duplet is. What is a duplet?
You tell me. You're the gun expert.
AK-47, my friend.
Everybody knows about that gun.
Everybody knows what an AK-47 is.
So everyone already knows about the AK-47. So we're actually gonna look. Duplet is I looked this up before. It's an actual real weapon. Duplet. Finding out. Oh, freaking dang it. Duplet. Seft things. There you go. Here you go. Duplet gun. So yeah, this is what he was talking about, guys. The duplet right here. It is freaking stupid. And guess who made it? Russians. Hey Russians. Don't copy American double barrel shotguns. No, I understand. Let's see. Yeah, the scratch belt double barrel in the Metro, right? Yeah, no, freaking dull ammo capacity. Anyway, so yeah, that's pretty fun to give you guys that knowledge. Let's keep going.
Everybody on the eastern side of the world uses that gun.
Pretty much, or an AK-74, or some variant of it. I know what an AK is, you know what an AK is, we all know what an AK is.
Yep.
It shoots a big bullet, it works pretty well.
It doesn't shoot a huge bullet.
It's a decent sized round.
The thing I know about the AK is that you could throw it around in the mud and it'd keep on firing.
That's actually not true. The AK is an amazing gun to give to people who have no idea how to maintain weapons. And it doesn't matter if it's got oil in it. It doesn't matter if it's clean. It will just work.
Had enough?
The problem is,
it's not very precise.
No, it's decently accurate for a rifle. It's designed. The AK was designed to work from 0 to 300 meters. And that's pretty much it. The problem is, when you turn the safety off, there is that massive hole in the side of it. The dirt and debris and everything can just get jammed right in the side of there.
So you want to keep the safety on as much as possible.
Even then, the problem is on AK-47s, and this is the thing everybody goes on and on and on about is, but it's got loose tolerances so dirt can just go into it. It's got loose tolerances, which means dirt gets into it, and then the dirt makes it not work. If you fill the inside of an AK-47 up with dirt, it doesn't work anymore. It was designed to be a mass-produced rifle, to be made very cheap, and do its job.
Does it do its job,
It
sir?
does its job very well. Do you have a Pancore jackhammer? I'm not even gonna pick that up.
Are you not gonna pick it up because you hate that gun?
I'm not gonna pick it up because it's not a real gun and it doesn't actually exist. And everybody insists on putting it in video games like it's some kind of mythical god shotgun. It's an MP412 Rex.
I've never heard of it.
It's a Russian revolver. It's a Russian top break revolver. I know nothing about it because
Alright, be right back. get my cat in here now because he went and knocked down my mom's lamp, and somebody's a little angry at him. But come here, you. My little brother doesn't understand how to treat animals. Come here, you. Come. It's okay, Chauncey. It's okay, buddy. Hey, it's okay. Come here. What, you gonna lay on the bed, huh? Yeah, little brother needs to learn his manners. I'm talking about animals. Yeah, I'm gonna mention it on stream because he needs to learn a lesson. And that is not to talk ill will against animals. For what? Alright, go. Take him then. Alright. Alright. Yeah, mom better not freaking harm that cat, or it's gonna be known on stream what she did. Here's the thing, guys. My family's Christian. My mom's trying to be more Christian. And she says don't let anger corrupt you. So, right now, she's in the angry mood. Whatever she's about to do, she better friggin' watch how she does it. Because otherwise, you know, being hypocritical of the Christian lifestyle and religion, so. And among other things. There's no justifying hurting an animal. So, if my cat gets hurt, yeah, I don't care about what rule she sets. You will hear me cuss on stream and give my own opinion on the matter. So, now if she wants to make sure the cat's not bleeding or anything, that's good. If not, well, that's another. That's another thing. Hold on, I gotta massage my foot because I'm flat-footed. So, me kind of standing on my feet, it's not all the time. It's not really good, unless if you have good supports. I kind of do, but alright. I think I got where I needed. If not, got a little bottle to massage my foot with, and we're gonna start the stream.
Because you can't get them in the US. I've never handled one. I know nothing about them. I don't know if they're good or bad or what. I don't know why this specific one looks like the entire thing was dipped in chrome, because the grip is shiny, and it shouldn't be.
Well, maybe this Emmett Curry guy just likes his fancy revolvers.
Maybe he does.
What was that other thing? I don't know what you mean. It certainly wasn't a gun called an AS Val.
You give it to me right now!
I don't even know what this thing is.
Give it! Give it!
Alright, fine. I don't even know what an AS Val is.
How long have you had this?
When did we kill Sergio?
Oh my god, man! And you didn't think to tell me!
What? It's not like it's a good weapon or anything.
Oh my god, it's one of my favorite guns of all time!
You've never mentioned this to me before.
The AS Val is, oh my god, I can't even deal with you right now.
You've never mentioned it before, ever.
The AS Val is amazing. It's in 9x39.
Oh, so they made a new kind of ammo for it. That's great, because you know, I love having 10,000 kinds of ammo that's completely incompatible.
The whole point of 9x39 is that it's a subsonic armor-piercing bullet. You slap a big-ass suppressor on the front of this thing, and now you have a subsonic, suppressed, fully automatic gun.
I didn't know it was suppressed.
Yes, it makes no noise.
Oh.
It just ticks at you.
Oh, if we ever have a stealth mission, this will be useful.
I can't believe you didn't tell me you had this thing.
Again, I didn't know you'd care.
From now on, can you just assume that if you find a gun, I'll probably care, and then I'll tell you afterwards?
I thought we already found all the guns you liked.
I will not interrupt you for telling me that you found a new gun.
Yeah,
luck
So
with my
there's a
mother
couple
didn't do
different
that thing,
versions
'cause
of this
usually
gun.
she does.
There's the initial
Hey,
version,
Chelsea.
which was the VSS
Not her, but
Ventores.
just freaking
Then the next one that came out was,
her anger get
why is there a landmine?
That's
Ow! So, VSS
Hey,
Ventores was
Chelsea.
first. AS Val, which is this one, was the second version. Technically, there's a third
Panda.
version, which is called the SR3M. Doesn't have an integral suppressor, it just has a screw-on suppressor. This one, the suppressor is part of the gun. You actually are not supposed to shoot it without a suppressor on it.
But what does this mean for me, somebody who knows nothing about guns? Ah, God!
Nice work, Mike. So,
Come here, you panda. Come on, where are you? Johnsy. Come here. Johnsy. Johnsy. Oh, I'm gonna get him. The reason why it's because also I'm terrified of what's gonna happen to him. I just put him next to me so that he doesn't scratch on my door because he does that. Come here. Yes, you love my little nightstand. Come on. You're good, Panda. Also, if you guys are wondering why we call him Panda, it's not because he's fat, it's because he's black and white. Isn't that right, you cutie patootie? You're black and white. So we call you Panda. It's a panda. Oh, it's a good panda. Oh, you're a panda. Such a good panda. Yeah. Almost his whole black. Almost his whole back is black. He has a big patch of black on his head and a little bit on the back of his neck. There's white. There's a. Then between his head and neck and his back, there's actually a huge white patch that runs up to his ear. On both ears, and then there's it goes down to his front paws and chest. It's right in his underbelly. So essentially, a lot of it, almost like a cow, a little bit, kind of like that. So we should call you Cow, but you're a panda because you're so cute. Oh yeah, and now he's rubbing his head against my toe. Yeah, I still love you. Yeah, no matter what the mean words they say, I still love you. Sometimes you're stupid, sometimes you're not, but you are adorable. Yeah, if my mother comes in here and starts yelling at me, I'm like, isn't the Christian religion about not letting your anger get the best of you? I'm gonna be using that one, because every time I do something or I'm gonna do something, she's like, how about you ask God? Ask him, do this, do that. I'm like, okay. Yeah, we called ourselves Christians, but I have no idea. We believe in the Lord and all that, but for those who, I don't really care. Like, I'm just explaining myself. I'm a little different. But anyway, so we never really, we watched Harry Potter. Apparently, that's like a #1 no-no in the Bible because magic. But yeah, I kind of grew up a certain way, so I kind of say I don't care. Apparently, you can get demons by not praising stuff or some crap. Demons can get attached to things. So yeah. And for those that believe in ghosts, yeah, they're not ghosts, they're demons. Yeah, I'm kind of going on a tangent here because I'll make stuff clearer. I was told there's no such thing as ghosts. There's no such thing as aliens. So when you're about to tell me there's a different name for them, I want to say this. Cool. Okay. Do I even care? No. Why? Because you said there was no such thing. So there is absolutely no such thing. I was So essentially, how people say it, you grow up with the way, or in your environment. Yeah. So the way I am now is because of my environment. The way I think is because of my environment. The way I do things is because of my environment. So, when someone adds something new to say about the religion, this is gonna be a tangent. I'm gonna say, cool, okay. Because why? Because I don't care what you put on and add or give more detail to. I'll be like, alright, cool. Am I gonna do it like that? No. Well, you cannot say how. And again, this is what the fun part you can put on people. You cannot you cannot judge how much faith I have unless you want to be judged upon on as well. You cannot say you are more holier than thou. You cannot do that. You cannot put yourself a higher pedestal on someone. Because then, from what I've been hearing, essentially you're just saying, oh, I'm better than you. I'm just better. I'm one of God's chosen children. I'm way higher than you. And in doing so, that's not good. So after this little tangent, sorry, just need to let off some steam because her anger, I can feel it. Yeah, I know the cat does some dumb what he knocked down? He knocked down a lamp because she had a freaking divider up. Because she's on her little Christian meat thing. And, yeah, how I say this? Oh yeah, she does not want them to see the door that's behind her. So, yeah, that's what that's all about. Kinda doesn't. I mean, you could minimize your screen, or you could. Freaking. I mean, I'm right next to my brother's room. There's not much to do. Maybe don't even sign up for a class, but you know what? She wants to get closer to the religion and all that, so I'm gonna let her do her thing. I'm gonna keep on doing mine. Do I watch Harry Potter after I learned that it's no, because I didn't really. Harry Potter was a winter kind of series for me in Halloween, so I might watch it. I don't know, because right now I'm getting bored. I might watch it again. Says there's demons in the place, but I don't believe in that bullshit. And if she wants to cast me out as her son, saying you're not my son no more. Alright, well then just remember you gave birth and essentially taught me this bullshit. Because the outcome is my environment. How I grew up, how I talk, how I learned things was from my environment. You sheltered me, and I'm not lying when I say this. This is why you can't. There's a reason why I don't like snowflakes. And why that is? Because she tried to shelter me when I was young. What ended up happening? In middle school, I learned a big reality check. The world is not safe. It's not okay. Kids swear. At at grade 4, I learned that the hardest way possible. Went into a horrible school where even teachers would smoke outside, not give enough, and it was on the grounds where, and they thought they were safe because kids didn't go into this part, but kids do, even though they tell them no. Well, we kids say, screw you and your laws. Screw your rules. Anyway, yeah. I learned pretty big that the world's not all it's made up to be. It's not angels and sunshine and rainbows and gummy drops, nah. And so when I got out of that comfort zone, got out of my little baby safe space, you know what I realized? Man the up, douche, or be stuck on the ground and be trampled on because you're too nice and you're too sensitive about everything. That's why cancel culture exists. Because if someone's like, "Oh, you hurt my fifis. Oh, you're hurting the people I'm trying to represent." Shut up, you don't represent no one. You're not of that race, you're not of that ethnicity, you're not of nothing of them. All you are is a nuisance, and if you... And we'll go on a tangent. This can get me deplatformed or something. But it doesn't matter because YouTube's not paying me money. I don't want money from YouTube, I just make... Well, possibly, but... Reality, if I were to all of a sudden be as famous as PewDiePie and then they wouldn't even bother, because if they did, they would lose a lot more money than I would. That would be the breaking point. That's why PewDiePie does not get canceled. Anyway, yeah, when people are like, I'm gonna protect this group of people, you're saying, you guys are too dumb, so let me protect you myself. If that quote sounds a little familiar to anyone, maybe you might know the midget comedian, the small person comedian, Brad Williams. That was the best f***ing quote I heard from him. And that's the quote I still stick with too. Is when you try to defend another people's group, and you're not part of it, you're not part of nothing of theirs, you don't celebrate the same shit they do, you don't believe in anything they do, don't run your mouth, stay away from them, stop trying. No, I'm not saying stay away from them when you're trying to saying you're protecting them. All you're doing is saying, hey, again, you're saying, hey, you're too dumb, you don't understand jack crap. Let me protect you. So now that I finally got all that out of my system, let's go back to some YouTube, watch some good videos, and ignore what happened. And I have my little sweet panda right here, ready to watch with me. Really? You're gonna leave like that? No. I'm still gonna have him. Unless he starts scratching on my door, then I'll open the door for him. Because sometimes he actually likes to lay in front of my TV or a game. Anyway, next is the Glock Pocket. The Colt Pocket 1849.
So let's see. We found the Colt Pocket 1849, which is this thing. It's a percussion cap revolver.
All right. Sounds a little weak, and it looks kind of silly.
Yes, it's a black powder revolver.
Did you just remove that? Why wouldn't you just load the 6 things in there with the spit? Why do you remove that?
Okay, so this is a black powder revolver, which means when you want to reload it, you either have to remove the entire cylinder or hold the gun at a weird angle and pour the powder into each one of the cylinders.
Oh my lord.
And then put a ball into it and then jam the ball down in there.
It's a 6-shooter blunderbuss.
Yeah, it's a black powder muzzle loader.
It's a musket with 6 shots.
Yes. If you're shooting revolvers that are black powder like this one, just smear a little bit of Crisco across the top of it. I'm not even joking.
To prevent the sun from blinding you?
No, I meant the face of the cylinder where the bullets come out of. Mm-hmm. When you fire this, they don't accidentally chain fire and all go off at the same time.
Oh!
Yeah, because that is something that could potentially happen.
Yep. And because the barrel isn't in front of the bullet, it would just explode in your hand.
Yes.
Yep.
That's a bad thing.
Mm-hmm. AK-971 is a very interesting gun. Ooh, fast firing rate. Me so horny.
Yep, I love that. That's funny.
Boy, you immediately forgot about that Val gun, huh?
Makes me feel so dirty just holding this thing. So the AK-971 is an experimental weapon that the Russian military tested out that uses a weird counterweight mechanism inside it. The counterweight moves in the opposite direction the bolt is moving. So it has a really high firing rate, but it just kind of pushes into your shoulder instead of trying to climb on you.
So it absorbs recoil and throws it into your shoulder?
Any gun is going to recoil. This one doesn't have a whole lot. It just doesn't want to climb It just basically wants to push straight backwards.
Uh-huh. It shoots a lot of bullets real fast.
What do you say? Accuracy by volume of fire?
That's pretty much what the AEK 971 does.
All right. Was that also given to soldiers who were incompetent?
No, it was an experimental weapon. The Russian military adopted it, but not really.
So they didn't make a whole lot of them? So,
no, not really.
So it's kind of a mythical gun, like the Pancor jackhammer, is what you're saying?
No, because the Pancor jackhammer, there is only one of.
You don't know that. They could have some hiding. They could have some that you don't know about.
Uh-huh.
That they didn't make public.
Uh-huh.
What? You don't know for certain.
I do know for certain there is one.
If there is one that exists, people can look at the schematics and make a duplicate of it, so there could be two.
Because you can't just make a fully automatic gun. You have to have the right licensing to do it.
You're saying I can't legally make it. I'm saying I could disregard the legality and make a clone of it.
It also would be complete shit, and it wouldn't actually be a Pancor jackhammer. It would be a gun made in a garage by some moron that doesn't know how to put a gun together.
Let's call it the Pancor Jack Glamour.
We'll call it a Pancor piece of shit.
Including the Pancor jackhammer.
Yeah, oh boy. God, what a fucking piece of junk this gun is.
It looks kind of futuristic.
No, it doesn't. It looks like garbage.
It's kind of cool, and it's got so many holes in it!
You know, why don't you use this gun since you love it so much? Then I can jam on you every 2 seconds because they built one of it, and it's a prototype, and it sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got this stupid clockwork drum mechanism that you have to pull out in order to replace the ammo compartment. Oh, God.
You really don't like it, huh?
I don't like it because it's an experimental weapon that they designed one firing version of. And it didn't work. It looks like something somebody drew in 3rd grade math class when they were supposed to be paying attention. Look at this piece of crap. The AKS-74U,
which was designed in 1974 in the month of October.
October. Oh, God, now I get it. Okay.
I love that.
That's
That's
goofy
a
little
funny
thing
joke.
right there
That's
on the end
stupid,
of it.
but it's
You're
funny.
talking about the barrel.
The cone on the end of it.
The flash hider.
Yeah, it's a flash hider, and it also increases back pressure so the rifle will cycle properly. Also, the top cover is hinged, so you can't lose it anymore. And it has this side-folding wire stock.
It's got a hole in it, which means it's light and useful.
No, that hole is part of the side-folding mechanism.
I'm talking about the hole in the stock. This is a giant hole in the stock. There's not a lot of metal
What
there.
is with you in wanting to put holes in things?
Holes make things cool.
No, they don't.
A little bit, Zag.
Whoa, that's a tiny shotgun. Give me your tiny shotgun, please. Oh, that's a Remington 870. That's way better than this shitty Mossberg 500 I have.
Really?
Oh, we killed him. He got caught mid-reload. That's why you don't bring a revolver to an autoloader fight. See, look. It's empty. Oh, no. What do I do? And then I came up and was like... pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. Yeah, Remington 870.
I can't believe you would give up your Mossberg in any capacity.
I like the Remington 870 better than the Mossberg.
Yeah.
I like the Remington 870 better because the older ones are better put together. They're more well-made.
Built to last, you say?
Older ones are really well put together. They run smooth. They're very nice pump-action shotguns. By the looks of it, this one is an older one because it's a blued finish and not Parkerized. There is a lot of hate between people who use the Remington 870 and people who use the Mossberg 500.
I didn't realize there was a rivalry, like the Montagues and the Capulets.
No, more like Ford and Chevy owners.
I see.
They have absolutely no proof that either one of the guns is better, and yet they will yell at each other about how, well, my Ford's better than your Chevy. Yeah, Ford. More like, fix it again, Tony. That says Fiat, you dumbass.
Are going to put a decal on
That's
your
funny.
Remington there of
Sounds like
Calvin pissing out a Mossberg?
Sure, why not? I would be lying if I said I had never seen a decal of Calvin peeing on a gun logo.
Yeah, I've sadly seen that before, which is a real shame. Bill Watterson didn't want his characters to be used like that.
There really isn't much difference between the Mossberg 500 and the Remington 870. They're both relatively inexpensive pump-action shotguns. They both work fine.
They're both inferior to the Pancor jackhammer in theory. I have to say in theory because everyone knows the Pancor jackhammer is not a real weapon yet. But maybe one day, if we all dream hard enough, it could be.
Nope. Shotgun in the hands. Yep.
So there's a second Remington 870 in this game?
Yeah, the hunting shotgun is just a Remington 870. Or maybe it's based off a Winchester Model 12. I can't prove that, because the Model 12 does look similar to the Remington 870.
I think it is based on the Winchester, yes. Now that you mention it, with my vast knowledge of guns...
Mike, shut up.
Oh god, a Pancore jackhammer.
He was... Yeah.
Mike, you shut up. Don't you say shit.
That's what you get for using a gun that doesn't exist.
You said it didn't exist, but there's already 2 of them. We just found them all.
Oh my god. It's because somebody...
Somebody made copies. I told you they did. You didn't believe me.
But it's not a Pancore jackhammer. It's a shotgun made by Raider.
Exactly.
With the exact same specifications as a Pancore jackhammer. Ah, yes, the Pancore jackhammer has a firing rate of a fucking lot and kills enemy with gusto.
I hate you.
It was invented by the cyborg Russians back in 2027.
I hate you.
And everybody knows it's got a flash-powered muzzle hider. Yes, very effective.
Mike,
at
you're
killing.
Saying words. You're just saying
you're gonna get
words.
shot.
You're pissing me off.
Yeah, you're taking him off, Mike. Okay, there we go. That was the last one. Honestly, guys, I also have to say that was funny. What the Oh, that's no way to minimize? I guess? That's actually interesting. I never knew that part. That's funny. We're not gonna watch that. Yeah. I was actually hoping, I forgot that Zach didn't shoot him, but I was really, as you guys could probably tell, I was really hoping for Zach to, you know, fill him with lead, because he deserved it. Because Zach, needs to shoot Mike for just bringing up the Pancore jackhammer. Because in all honesty, Pancore, again, like Zach says, guys, it is not real. It is made one version that's firing. That's it, and I believe it's in a Russian museum, actually. With the blueprint specifications. So, yes, you could try and replicate it, but it's not going to be the real one, because it was never patented. And I doubt Russians would be okay with you guys stealing their so, Pancore jackhammer is going to be a non-existent weapon. If somehow it is existence in 2027, 2027, I'm going to beat the crap out of someone, because no.
Sorry, I just threw up a little bit looking at that thing you're holding.
Yeah.
We need 2 people with ranged guns.
No, we need 4 people with the same firearm. That way, instead of covering our weaknesses, we'll just have a big old strength.
It's logic like that led to the Bradley. God, what a nightmare of a vehicle
Bradley
that thing
looks
is.
cool. Leave it alone.
At least the modern ones kind of work.
Have you ridden in one?
Yeah. I had to know how to fix the main gun on one.
Oh yeah, that's
Because tell me how that qualifies as small
arms repair. Yep.
That's what I tell people. My job while I was in the military was to fix everything from 9mm pistols to 155mm howitzers, and that included the M242 chain gun on a Bradley.
That's a lot of millimeters to fix.
Muchos milimetros. We just gotta
check out my Pancore jackhammer. Yeah, I'm gonna drill you. I want to press forward, but we got some narrow chokes here. Cover me, I'm reloading. And my weapon's jammed. And also parts of it are broken. And I can't find replacements.
Yeah, and you have to disassemble 90% of your gun to reload it. I don't know about that. I've got my trusty gyrojet pistol.
Oh my gosh.
It's a rocket gun.
Yep. This is the one I wanted to laugh
It's a rocket gun. It fires little tiny rockets.
Does it fire high ordnance little tiny rockets?
No, it's just a little tiny solid rocket.
Tiny little BBs coming out of that thing.
It's a 50 cal.
Gyrojet. Let's actually look this up real quick, because I never looked this one up. I should have. But oh my gosh, gyrojet carbon. Oh wow, that was actually real. Gyrojet, really? Gyrojet is a is a family of unique sorry guys. Unique firearms developed in the 1960s, named for the method of whatever. Forget, I'm not trying to read it. Simulation is projectiles. They are rarely fired ammunition. So $100 for. So that's $1,000 just for 10 rounds. Sheesh. Oh, that's cool. Alright, my cat's clawing at the door. Hold on, guys. You probably have to go pee, don't you? You need to use your box. Here you go, John Z. Go. Oh, hopefully the family can keep their cool about the cat being out. Otherwise, there's gonna be some repercussions. And not from PETA. Yes, I know they're called PETA, but freaking PETA.
So no, it's not tiny.
Okay. That cannot fire a 50 cal. Look at that thing.
It's not 50 cal.
How many of these have you fired in your life?
I've not fired a single one ever.
Are they real guns?
Yeah, they're real. They were sold commercially on the market. They just failed to take off, so to speak.
Are they banned under U.S. regulations? Seeing as how it's a frickin' rocket?
Nope, you can totally own one.
Oh, probably because it's not that big a deal.
Yeah, not really. They weren't that great. I mean, basically, if I were to shoot this gyrojet at you from this distance, it probably would do nothing to you. It would feel like getting shot with a paintball.
You said 50 cal, and that raised my expectations.
Yeah, see, look, check this out.
Did you fire that thing?
Yeah, I did. I just shot it at you.
I thought a mosquito bit me.
I know, right?
Huh.
But if you're like 20 meters away and I shoot this at you, then it's really gonna hurt. Because then the rocket will have reached its terminal speed, which is enough to kill you.
How much explosive is packed in there?
None. It's just a little tiny solid rocket.
I have doubts as to the efficacy of this weapon.
I mean, it was intended as a commercial thing. It was never really intended to be used as like a military weapon. But because there were so few of them made and they're highly valued as collector items, people seem to think it has this mythical status, that it's a god-killing gun, but it really isn't.
So it's just like the Pancord Jackhammer, only you like this for some reason.
I think it's kind of neat.
I've never heard of this gun before. I seriously doubt it exists. But here we are, the Star Vegas warehouse.
Oh, it exists. Ow, ow, ow!
Look at me using an actual caliber of weapon! It's actually doing damage!
Yeah, this gun is not great. It's not great. Turns out it's better for target shooting.
You're basically firing at 22. That's how effective it is.
Yeah, it's not super great. That is somewhat accurate that the officer is the only one with a submachine gun. Everybody else had like semi-auto rifles, even though technically they should have had bolt actions. But whatever.
Are you saying that's how the original Nazis had the leadership structure?
Every squad had a machine gun, a rifleman, and then usually the squad leader had a submachine gun. And the entire way their squad level tactics worked was to set up the machine gun in a position and then use the squad to funnel enemy soldiers into the machine gun's line of fire.
Mm-hmm.
So usually the squad leader was the only one with a submachine gun.
I'm glad they did the research for this mod. It's impressive.
I find that kind of interesting that they actually did that. Behold, the PB9!
German. Just kidding.
Yes, the Peanut Butter 69.
Why was it so loud? It shouldn't be. It's an integrally suppressed Makarov pistol.
Makarov?
So you remember how I found the Makarov earlier?
Yeah.
This is an integrally suppressed one.
It looks like a flare gun. The barrel is huge.
Well, yeah, it's because it's a suppressor.
Oh, is that what that's supposed to be?
Yeah, the thing on the end is a giant suppressor. And you'll notice that the sights, you zoom in on them, you got a dot on the rear sight and a dot on the front one, and you would just put radium paint on them so you could use it at nighttime. It's supposed to be real quiet. I don't know why this one is so much louder.
The suppressor part ain't working.
Anyway, it's an interesting little gun. It's really cool. I've always wanted one, and I think the reason I want one is because I can't have one.
Not legally sold.
Because they're Russian, and
Oh.
also, bio reports, they're not exactly great.
I wouldn't have assumed as much. I've not really heard of the gun. I don't know why you were so excited to get that in the first place, but...
Well, because I've always wanted one. See, look at it.
Despite the fact that it's...
Oh, you know what? I wonder if maybe it just doesn't have the suppressor on the end yet. I mean, technically, yes, it's integrally suppressed, but not really, because there might need to be more suppressor.
Maybe we need to find a mod for it.
The PB is an interesting gun, because it pretty much was a design principle of, we have a Makarov, and we want a Makarov that'll be real quiet. What can we do? So they just hacked the whole front of the slide off. I'm not even joking. They literally just, on the original ones, they just took a Makarov slide, and then the buzzsaw and just went, eep, and just cut the slide off, and then made a new barrel for it.
Okay.
It's funny.
The fuck is that?
It's my new weapon.
What the actual shit fuck?
It's a grenade launcher. Would you like to try it?
I remember this.
Or you would like to see it in action?
That is a cursed gun.
Oh, no,
I think it's beautiful.
I think it's an
Betsy,
abomination unto
Betsy,
God.
Betsy,
It's a beautiful little
Betsy.
snowflake.
Oh, no.
I think it's an abomination unto John Moses Browning.
Okay.
Who, as we all know, is firearms God. Where's my grenade launcher? Where's my grenade launcher?
Oh, sorry, I upgraded it.
Yep, there you go.
Are you telling? That's my grenade launcher.
Yeah, right here.
Yep, that's Betsy.
You want it back?
You took my grenade launcher and you ruined it.
You can have
You
it.
turned it into a monster.
Oh, you haven't given it a chance. It's still.
You
fine.
ruined it.
It's good still. You gotta try it out.
The other one got away now because I was so. You ruined my perfect.
Betsy.
Betsy. My grenade launcher, Betsy, is dead.
We've just established that her name was Betsy.
The fuck even is this thing? My God, it's awful.
I understand what
Give
Mike
it a
was
chance.
doing, but it's
Well, I
stupid.
can't. It's broken.
Fix it, then give it a chance. Actually, that's when I picked up. Yours is fine.
Where's mine?
It's in storage.
Why didn't you tell me before I started shooting you then?
Because I've developed a fetish for being shot.
Oh, jeez.
Thanks for fulfilling my every need, Zach.
Oh, they came back.
Hooray!
What? Funny.
Return to the scene of the crime that we committed.
I thought you actually ripped apart my grenade launcher and slapped the barrel onto the back of an M79 receiver.
Guys, here's the funny part. I don't think Mike's that smart to do that. So, just curious enough. Why did Zach think Mike was smart enough to do that? Is Mike that smart to do that? Because if so, he should be able to fix a gun if you well, actually, I actually take that back. He could have just freaking just like the macro into freaking integral freaking I forgot it. Essentially the suppressor Makarov. Mike could have simply just like just cut the freaking barrels of the grenade launchers off. But that's just me. That's just my thoughts, my opinions. But if Mike actually did that, oh boy, that's like Zach will never allow him near his weapons again. And I straight up wouldn't either, cause yeah, freaking. Yeah, I wouldn't trust Mike with any weapon I own. How big? What are you doing, Mike? Oh, I'm upgrading it. No. Take my gun back. Especially if it was my G36C, I would freaking beat Mike with it. If he broke it, I'd just be like, you broke my one and only gun. Get over here. Just beat the crap out of him.
And you were unhappy with that idea?
Yeah, I was very unhappy with that.
Yep.
Oh my God, this thing's a massive piece of crap.
Is it? What It's just a hodgepodge of parts.
Yes, it's just a bunch of parts that were slapped together haphazardly to make a thing that looks kind of like a gun.
That's how the Russians make their weapons, right? They slap parts together and call it good.
No, they actually do a decent job building stuff. I immediately do not want this weapon anymore. Come on. 4! I'm golfing!
Looks like someone brought a sword to a sign fight.
I made golf Whoa! Bear's leg! Oh! Yes, bear's leg!
Is it a shotgun of sorts?
It's a 44 Magnum, so it's the same thing as like the cowboy gun, except that it's real tiny. It's basically a Winchester 1892 lever action rifle that's been cut way down, so it's just a pistol now.
Wouldn't that give it a huge amount of recoil?
Nah, it's still not bad.
Why not?
Have you ever fired like a lever action in a pistol caliber?
I think if you cut the barrel, it makes the recoil worse, doesn't it?
Theoretically, but there's still a decent amount of weight to it, so the recoil is actually not bad.
Okay.
Are you foolish enough to believe that he will keep his word after witnessing how he treats those who incur his wrath?
Is that lady back there holding a P90?
Junkies over at Vault 3
Oh, shit, son!
P90s.
Hang on, hold still.
No, come on! No!
No!
I don't know why you even want the P90 anyway. Ooh, it's an ambidextrous assault rifle.
It's not an assault rifle, it's a personal defense weapon! Oh, God, I'm not using this.
You said you wanted it!
No.
Yes, those were your words. I hope you die so I can have your gun.
No, I wanted the P90.
You said you also wanted this gun.
I never said that.
Jesus.
I never once said those words. What is this?
It's a revolver.
No, it's in 4570 government.
Okay.
You don't want a revolver in 4570. That's stupid.
What's your preferred revolver caliber?
Anything under 4570. We're 500 Smith & Wesson because 500 Smith & Wesson is stupid. Never buy a gun 500 Smith & Wesson.
So 4569, nice.
Mike.
What don't you like about it? The fact that it's too powerful?
The fact that it weighs 7.5 pounds.
Who the heck keeps
Revolvers
banging
should not weigh
stuff?
7.5 pounds. They also shouldn't be in 4570.
You know, people put a lot of effort into some of these weapons. Just like they put a lot of effort into the mods.
Oh yeah, they put a whole lot of effort through it. I can see through a hole in the rear sight. That isn't the rear sight. I'm looking through the frame of the gun right now.
Well, Zach, why don't you use the gun that you made? Oh, that's right. You don't make mods. You just complain about.
Hey, this weapon's pretty effective.
See, told ya.
Yeah, if you build a revolver that's strong enough to handle 4570, it ends up weighing like 7 pounds, and it's called a Magnum Research BFR, which stands for Big Frame Revolver. If they were gonna call it that, they should have just committed and called it the Big Fucking Revolver.
But it's who's to say it's not a powerful weapon, though?
I'm sure it is a powerful weapon. It's also stupid. 500 Smith & Wesson is a powerful weapon, and guess what? It's stupid.
All right.
Making a Desert Eagle in 50 Action Express is powerful and stupid. It serves no purpose. There's no reason to have a Desert Eagle in 50 AE.
You just. It fires really fast and is kind of loud and intimidating.
He took an AR-15 lower receiver and I put like the recoil system in the top of it. This is just an AR-15 lower receiver. How does it even shoot bullets?
What, you don't think it works?
No!
Try pulling the trigger, see if it works. Hey, it works!
So dumb. I hate it. This weapon is good, I just wish it didn't look so stupid.
You gotta stop hating on things just because they're unique.
I don't like how it looks. It's boring to me.
Oh, you need a paint job for it, huh? We can pimp out your gun. Welcome to Zach's Pimp My Gun Show.
Ugh. Yeah, get him, Willow. What the
Yeah, get ready to die, punks.
Mike, what in the God's name is that thing?
It's my gun.
That is so stupid.
You know how you always say, the longer the barrel, the more accurate your shots?
Yes, yeah,
So
technically.
I'm never gonna miss now.
I think it's gonna be really hard to get a consistent sight picture with that thing.
Jeez.
Don't-
That's also like Mike. He's stupid.
Yeah,
enough
you're
to get
flagging
weapons
me with
like
that.
No, I'm not. I'm shooting past you.
Also, the bullets are sticking. What is going on with that thing?
It's the best gun.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna put a bayonet on it. That way I never even have to get close to the enemy.
He's got this goofy Smith & Wesson 38 special revolver that is so freaking broken in every conceivable way. Hope has turned her back on me. Let's go. I'm gonna get out of the way of that.
What the hell? What? Stairs here. Alright.
Can you stop? Can you stop pointing that thing at me?
Am I invading your personal space a little bit? What is that?
Oh, is that a VSS Ventores? Hold, please. Woohoo! I have an integrally suppressed submachine gun now. Whoa!
Careful, the safety railing's missing there.
Safety railings, please.
The VSS Ventores, huh?
Yeah, it's in 9x39.
What makes it so cool?
Well, the original VSS Ventores is technically a semi-auto rifle, but it's,
The VSS Ventores sounds like the name of a ship cruiser.
So the VSS Ventores is a Russian gun that's in 9x39, which is a really, really heavy bullet. They basically took a 9mm round and jammed it in the end of an AK-47 bullet.
Normally that doesn't work well.
It's real heavy. It's
like that?
Ow! 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 Ow!
You like that?
It's somewhat slow, but it's subsonic, so it hits like a truck.
When you say subsonic, I think silenced weapon.
Yes, it is supposed to be a suppressed gun.
But it still hits like a truck?
Yes, because it's a really heavy bullet. Yeah, this is an actual Colt M4A1. What the hell? Oh man, this thing's dope. I want to use this now.
Alright.
I need a bunch of 5.56 rounds. The rear sight on the M4 has like two settings. One is the like 2 to 600.
Okay,
settings.
I know that. That's the only weapon I'm familiar with, so I do know that. You don't need to educate me on this particular weapon. I am very familiar with it.
I bet.
It's the only weapon I'm familiar. What do you mean, you bet? It's the only weapon I'm familiar with.
Technically, all of the 5.56 green tip is light armor penetrating, but whatever. This is the M4A1.
Yeah, so it's the replacement for the M16A4, which itself was a replacement for the M16A2.
Kind of. The M16A4 and the Colt M4A1 both were used by the same organizations at about the same time, so... For the Marines, it was a replacement for the M16A4, but
Yes.
for the Army, they would use the M16A4 or the Colt M4A1.
Chronologically, that is how the upgrade went.
That is how the upgrade went for the Marines, yes. But for the Army, it was like a replacement for the M16A2.
Oh, who cares about the Army? They suck.
What cares about the Marines? They suck. Marines are always out of money because they gotta go ask Daddy Navy for more money.
Yep.
Unlike the Army, which loves to piss away money unnecessarily.
Yep.
Yeah, they
that's
do.
why you call them bankrupt.
The difference between the M4 and M4A1 is that the M4 is 3-round burst,
Actually, money
whereas the
wasters would be
M4A1 is
better.
full auto and has a heavy
just
barrel.
call money
What do you
wasters.
call the M4 that's not A1 to distinguish it from the other M4 that is an A1?
You just call it an M4.
That's confusing. You should call it the M4A0.
No, you just call it the M4.
You could, but that might be confusing to
That
people.
isn't confusing.
It is to people who aren't frequent with M4 parlance.
Your point is null and void.
And that's why I'm calling it the M4A0.
You can do that if you want to, but nobody else is gonna know what you're talking about. I didn't see a P90. Oh god, there's a toke. Oh, it's only 38 cap. Fucking Tokarev.
I take it a Tokarev is not a good gun.
It's a fucking piece of trash is what it is.
Buy it. Show me.
All right.
Buy those wrenches too, because it sounds like we might need to fix it. Yeah?
Behold the Tokarev. Yeah, it's pretty shit.
That seems decent enough.
The Tokarev is pretty much a copy of a Colt 1911, only in like the worst ways possible. The Tokarev TT-33 is to the Colt 1911 what an Arbani suit is to an Armani suit. You see that little C-clip on the right-hand side of it right there?
On the barrel?
No, underneath the slide. This little C-clip right there. That holds the pins in place.
That holds the weapon together?
Yeah, pretty much. And sometimes when you're shooting this, that clip will come off, and then the gun will go blat and just fall apart. It's kind of a piece of junk. Originally, it was in 7.62x25, which is just an absolute zipper of a cartridge. They're such hot pieces of garbage.
Let's murder the next man with it.
I learned how to like disassemble and repair the Tokarev TT-33. The advice we generally got was, yeah, don't worry about repairing it, just throw it out, you'll find another one.
Really?
I feel like I could do more damage if I smacked someone in the head with a graphing calculator than I could by shooting at them with a high point.
Those things are heavy.
You know how normally on a gun, if I want to load around on this thing, I gotta take the mag out, put the mag in, and then pull a slide back like this. A high point, you can just hold the high point straight up in the air and then rip your arm back real fast, and that'll chamber around into it.
That's not safe.
No, it really isn't. But if you need a gun and you need it real cheap, you can get a high point for $120.
Or just pick up a rock for all the effectiveness.
Hey, fellow.
Oh, god damn it. Just take my guns.
Here, have the Tokarev.
Hopefully he forgets that I gave it to him and just keeps it. I think he's a frickin' monkey's paw. Yep, hunting a revolver with a scope and 4570 government. I have no desire to use this.
Wait, really? Because it's a hunting revolver and a powerful caliber?
I don't want to use scoped weapons.
Yeah.
Wait, not even for long-distance sniping?
This isn't a long-distance sniper rifle. It's a revolver.
So you do want to use scopes, just not on your revolver.
Where did I even find a speed loader in 4570?
That's the thing you're thinking about.
Where did I even find a speed loader in 4570 for this thing? That makes no sense. You know, I actually just realized something. The charging handle on this AUG moves when I shoot it. The AUG has a non-reciprocating charging handle.
Oh, that's a glitch. It's an error.
It's not a glitch. It's just whoever did this didn't know that the AUG did that.
Not everybody knows everything about guns, Zach.
I don't know everything about guns.
You sure?
Yeah.
That's where he
You
says
could
it.
fool some people.
I do not know everything about guns. There's a lot of stuff I don't know.
Like...
How am I going to tell you about what I don't
Here we
know?
go. Yep, I already told you guys.
Tell me something
like
you don't
2
know
hours
about
ago.
this Steyr AUG. You probably don't know the year it was created.
I don't know.
I know the year it entered service.
Yeah, exactly.
1977.
Oh, okay. Then you probably don't know it's a 5.56.
Yes, I do.
Oh, then you probably don't know about the A1 variant.
This one has a scope that's permanently part of the receiver assembly. The A1 variant, the scope can actually come off. Actually, technically, the one I own is a Steyr AUG A3M1.
Okay, I take it back. You do know everything about guns.
No, I don't! I don't know everything about guns! I got an AK-40... I got an AK-74 and I'm itching to use it.
You keep on accidentally calling it the AK-47.
Yeah, I'm not a huge AK fanboy, so it doesn't really matter to me.
It's an AK number, who cares?
Yeah, it's an AK. I got an AK and I'm itching to use it.
I also have an Alaska.
You get a lot of people that get all bent out of shape when you start calling them, like, when you refer to an AKM as an AK-47. They're like, oh, actually, there's a difference because the AK-47 is a milled receiver and the AKM is a stamped sheet metal receiver, and technically that one's a post-57 AK-47. It's just like, shut up, okay? Nobody cares.
So, is it the AK-47 because it was the 47th patent?
No, it's the AK-47 because that's when I entered service, and technically anything that is like this one, that's a stamped sheet metal receiver, that would make it an AKM, except that it's not an AKM, because it's in 545x39, so, whatever. Oh, we gotta go to the Ironworks. I was following my compass, and I realized I went the wrong way because I started ranting about guns.
Yeah!
Adventures! Was that an adventure?
That was negligent discharging of your weapon.
That was me shooting. I wasn't a negligent discharge. I did it on purpose. I shot the rock on purpose.
Yes, and it's very negligent of you.
Not negligent. I did it on purpose.
I know. I'm not saying it's...
I know what's behind my target.
Did I say accidental? I don't think I did. It's intentional negligence.
There wasn't negligent, though. I knew what I was doing. I can see the rock. I can see what's behind it. Yeah. I intended to destroy the rock.
And it could... You don't think maybe the bullet could ricochet off of it?
No! Of course not!
Ricochets don't exist?
No, I was using frangibles.
Flechet rounds?
No, frangibles are... It's usually like a copper jacket with, like, powdered lead on the inside of it.
Full copper jacket.
It's still a jacket, but then the moment it hits anything, the bullet basically just disintegrates.
Hooray! I learned things about guns, and you learned things about English.
Joke's on you! I didn't learn anything about English! Woo! When did I get this? It looks like some kind of AK. Maybe an AK-12?
I don't even think AKs go that low.
They do. AK-400.
Significantly more than what you said.
The rear sight is odd in that it's mounted to the rail system, and also it looks like it's based on a Like an RPK rear sight?
It kind of looks like an M16 or an M4.
No, it does not look like an M16 or an M4. You see how the top cover looks like the little Fast Freddy silhouette? That's how you definitely know that it's an AK.
Just like in the M16.
No, not like in the M16. It also apparently has a side-folding stock, and I see a 1 on there, which leads me to believe it's got a collapsing M4 stock on it. Where'd it go?
Oh, it's gone forever now.
Oh, God. Seriously?
No, it's here.
Oh, Jesus. So, yeah, it's just a modified AK. That looks kind of like an ergo grip that's on there. That looks kind of like an ergo stock, but it does have a collapsing M4 style stock on it.
Told you!
That muzzle device is different. It looks like a modified AK-74 muzzle device. It has an adjustable gas system, too. That's interesting.
Is that useful for anything?
Adjustable gas systems are useful if the weapon gets fouled, because then you just set it on the adverse settings. It's also useful if the weapon gets, like, muddy or dirty, and if you're running some kind of suppressor on the front of it, you might want lower gas pressure.
Just like in the M16.
No, Mike, it's not like in the M16 doesn't have an adjustable gas system. It's direct impingement.
Nothing can stand up to the M16 you're wielding.
It's not an M16. It's an AK-400.
It's a fantasy rifle, right?
I don't know. There might be an AK-400. There's so many different AKs. There's like the AK-101, the AK-112, the AK-12, the AN-94. There's too many different ones. I can't remember all of them.
It disintegrated. I don't think you did that with ballistics.
Whoa! Trench shotgun?
Didn't seem to help that guy.
At least the shotgun fared better than he did.
But I don't know if it's going to be useful against robots.
This is not a trench shotgun. This is a Winchester 1887. And the Winchester 1897 was the trench gun.
But wouldn't any shotgun that gets thrown in a trench be, by definition?
Yes, by definition it will be a trench shotgun, but the one everybody calls the trench gun is a Winchester 1897. This is a Winchester 1887. You can tell it because it's a lever-action shotgun. The other one is a pump-action shotgun.
So it's deceptive marketing.
I got this thing. What the hell is this?
Yeah, happy birthday. It's a gun.
Happy birthday to me. This looks like a Daewoo.
I don't know what a Daewoo is. It sounds Japanese.
Or well, no, Daewoo is Korean. It's either a Daewoo or it's a Japanese, right? It looks like it's got a chrysanthemum on it.
It looks like it's got a samurai helmet on the sight.
It looks like the Japanese muzzle brake on like the Type 103 or something.
I believe it is a Type, yes.
Well, I mean, because that definitely looks like Japanese characters on the selector.
Yeah.
I can see a 3. And then one I'm assuming is safe, one is probably semi, one is 3-round burst, and one is full.
Oh, it's probably what the 3 is, 3-round burst.
Yeah. Got those sights there. There's a big hole for where the charging handle should go through because it's a reciprocating charging handle. That straight-ish magazine leads me to believe it's 5.56. It's either a Daewoo K1, or it's the Japanese Type, I think it's like a 103 or something.
How familiar are you with Japanese assault rifles?
Not super familiar because they don't really exist outside of Japan.
Japan not known as a huge weapons exporter.
No, they don't really make a whole lot of guns for export. Actually, a lot of Browning guns are made in Japan and then sold in the US. So a lot of Browning bolt-action rifles are made by a company called Miroku in Japan.
I was unaware.
Anyway, I think it's like the Type 103, maybe Type 94, but Type 94 might be the Chinese rifle.
You're pretty close.
Type 89!
That's that, all right.
Let's take a look. Where'd it go?
Where'd you drop it?
I dropped it and it just Oh, it launched all the way over here.
All right. Well, what are those rubber rifles? Yep, they bounce a lot.
Yeah, so that's a Type 89. It's the Japanese standard issue rifle, and the first thing that indicated that to me was the muzzle brake.
Is that a distinct muzzle brake?
Yeah, that's a very distinctive muzzle brake that the Type 89 is like one of the only guns that uses. And I just couldn't remember because I have too many gun numbers in my head
Yeah.
and I get confused. And it's not one that I see on a daily basis. I think it entered service in like mid to late 80s, hence the Type 89.
Oh, they didn't go through 88 previous types to get to it?
No, I think the Japanese do the year it entered service or something along those lines, because the reason this throws me off is there's actually a few guns that are slightly different. Like there's one that's the SIG SP-2022, which is a handgun. And the only reason it's called the SP-2022 is not because that's when it entered service, It's when it was projected to exit service.
We've already been over this. There are no standard naming conventions.
No, there aren't. There's so many different ones. But anyway, yeah, that muzzle brake is very distinctive to the Japanese rifle. I believe there's a company, I think it's JP Enterprises. They make what's called the, or it might be the Type 89 muzzle device, but you can buy one of those muzzle devices for your AR-15.
Well, I've never heard of this particular rifle before, but it's got to be pretty reliable. I mean, look at all those holes in it.
That doesn't make it more reliable, Mike.
You're right, it doesn't, but it does make it go faster.
Anyway, it's a really cool looking rifle, and I kind of wish that I could actually get my hands on one in person, but this is probably as close as I'll ever get to that.
So just enjoy it, as well as this other shotgun I got you.
Ooh, what is it?
The WA-101 Tactical Shotgun.
Alright, so what do we got here? We have the foregrip of a Thompson submachine gun. We have the sights of a Thompson submachine gun. We have the bolt mechanism of what looks to be modeled after a Remington 1100. It's got Picatinny rails on the sides and top of it, a muzzle device that doesn't really make any sense, a magazine that doesn't really go to it, the back of some type of pump action or semi-automatic shotgun, along with the stock from an FN rifle. So it's just made out of a bunch of different stuff.
It's also got a weird-looking magazine.
Yeah, the magazine looks like they took a BAR mag and just modified it.
It's got to be based on a real shotgun, right?
The receiver looks like it's modeled after a Remington 1100. Or just some semi-auto shotgun.
Sure.
Other than that, no, it's not really modeled after any real shotgun.
You're saying this is an imaginary hodgepodge?
Yeah, it's an imaginary hodgepodge of parts. It looks like it was kit bashed.
Kit bashed?
Yeah.
Like someone assembled a bunch of different parts together?
Yeah, they just took parts from different kits and slapped them all together and made it look like this thing. What caliber is this?
12 gauge?
I guess it could be 12 gauge, but that barrel does not look big enough to be 12 gauge. I can generally fit most of my thumb into a 12 gauge barrel, and I don't think I could fit most.
Alright, so I'm going to end here with the stream. That was pretty fun. I'm going to add this to YouTube, of course. 3 hours, 26 minutes. Yeah, that's good enough. Well, I hope you all had a good time watching the stream with me. Yeah, see ya, chat. I know there's no one really there, but anyway, bye.